Okay, so some of you may remember that last time we found a cat named Swagmo. And I said, that sounds like a Ligma joke, so I'm going to put up my Ligma shield. Turns out I finally found out what the Ligma was about him. The Ligma was Swag Motown. I'm going to have to mute that entire section of the stream anyway, because otherwise I am getting copyright struck to hell and back. But I couldn't not, right? Like, it's September 21st. If I didn't do that, I'd be the wrong one, right? Like, come on now. Let me turn the game's audio back on. Hang on. There we go. And back on for me too. There we go. Hey Marie, how you doing? Welcome back. Good evening. Just know that you approved of last stream's thumbnail, but you're silently judging me for the title. As you should. As you should. I couldn't really think of anything that I thought was more fitting, considering it's one world now rather than two worlds, and we're exploring it. I was like, no, that makes sense. Even if the game was, you know, polarizing. Music choices won you over. You're such a pushover. Like I said, I couldn't not, right? Like, I kind of had to, I even in the event that I have to mute that, because Twitch and or YouTube will get angry at me for putting that in the video. Like, I'm streaming on the 21st of September, and it's an evening/night stream now. So, like, I'd be in the wrong if I didn't. Also, let me move my setup a little bit. There we go. Just wanted to make sure I could see. Oh, Velcro came undone from my wristband. I'm gonna make sure I could see the microphone so that I could see the audio levels on it, so we're not having too many problems. Yeah, fuck yeah, 21st night of September. I don't know if love will be changing the minds of pretenders while chasing the clouds away in this game. There ain't a whole lot of love going around for Luger, for all we know. This man will end up destitute, especially considering his debt, but we will do our best to pay it off. I was going to take a drink, but that'll do for an intro. How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Tales of Xillia 2, the stream edition. Last time we Paid off a little more of our debt after taking care of the last of our business at Helioborg Fortress, and we opened up a whole bunch of the world. I decided to go to Tatalian Abyss first, and then we could head into Rize Maxia and explore around there. Especially since the next set of circumstances that the main story will happen around are actually in Rize Maxia at Aladi Sea Haven in the inn. We've seen the soldiers, we have not interacted with the soldiers, and I came over here after unlocking encounter links and custom orders because I said, well, we can encounter link a whole bunch of stuff in here, right? No. I tried a little bit of encounter linking in Tatalian Abyss off screen just because I had nothing better to do at that point in time, and this place kicks your ass. So, what do we do normally when we have to deal with an area in Tales of Xillia or Xillia 2 where the enemies are slightly stronger than you are? The answer to that question should not surprise you. We spell spam. Rowan, the legend of Rowan continues. He will get his chance to shine. I think I set all his arts up. Yeah, okay. They're not exactly in the place that I want them to be, but I don't have the art sphere yet, so I can't set them all in the place I want them to be, so we'll just leave them where they are for now. And go from there. I'm not sure if I want Freeze Lancer, if I just want to use Rock Trine for now, though. We don't have Meteoric Waltz just yet, though. So I kind of have to make do without it. I think I have him on Stalactite, though, to ensure that he'll get it. But we'll see. You had to install Java on someone's PC earlier because it said it was on the laptop, but Control Panel says it wasn't present on the device at all. That's the newest one, yeah. That's an interesting query. That user had a great sense of humor, though. That's fair. At least, you know, there wasn't like one of those people where it's like, I don't understand how this works at all, and they're just like constantly jabbering in your ear while you're trying to figure it out with inane, no, this has nothing to do with the computer, sir, ma'am, sir, shit. So, I was gonna say, I don't think I checked the skills that I got. I got these off-screen. I went and killed a few Bakuras, and I got a little bit of elemental ore off-screen to kind of boost a couple of people up. And we got a lot of skills, 2 pages worth of skills, so that's cool. Mage Stun will probably come in pretty handy, so let's just equip that. TP gain will definitely come in handy here. Honestly, I'm thinking I might get rid of HP gain. I think TP gain might just be more worth it, even though it's only 2%. I think it might be more worth it just to have that one rather than HP gain, especially since it seems like everyone except Ludger can't equip HP gain without having to give up TP gain, so I might just unequip it on everybody else. Although, I guess Alvin's a little bit of a different situation here since he can definitely equip it, but, you know, give him Blunt Force. I don't know if I just want critical. I don't know if it's the extra 3% boost is worth it, you know, but, excuse me. Fury Stoke might actually come in handy on Alvin in a little bit, though, because he, I believe, is the first person in this game to gain access to Impregnable Guard out of the whole cast. So we'll see when he gets that. I think it's basically Impregnable Guard is not as easy to get in this game for most people as it was in the first game, where you just kind of get it for everyone from that Orda Palace Ifrit's treasure. In this game, it's based on your debt repayment. So after a certain amount of your debt is repaid, you'll get Impregnable Guard for one of the characters, and then you'll slowly get it for everybody else as you pay more and more of your debt back. So, yeah. I guess Steel Plus wouldn't be bad to have, and Lucky Item is nice too, I guess. Do I want bonus extension? I don't think I really care that much for bonus extensions, so I think we'll just leave that. And Luger has 7,000 points that he can use. I might give him Blunt Force, honestly, because it's pretty good for him. The stun chance is pretty good anyway. Especially in this game where you can reset a weakness combo by stunning an enemy, and then I think you have to hit them up into the air. But if you do both of those things, you can reset the combo. And that's nice because that lets you recharge your AC and go from there. But we'll see if that's what I want to do. I don't know yet. Oh yeah, Long Barrel. Duh. Definitely want Long Barrel because the dual pistols having increased range will definitely help us as well. So I think that's pretty good for now. What do I have you guys on for extractors? I think I set these up. Yeah, okay, I set this up correctly. So Rowan needs Earth and Light, I think, in order to get Meteoric Waltz. So we'll have him work on Stalactite and Sunbeam while we go. Alvin, I'm just kind of having him shore up what he doesn't have already because he was using Yggdrasil. Leia's on Water and Earth. That's fine. We'll give her Breeze once she's a little further there. I'm not sure if I want Luger on Yggdrasil, but I guess that's what he can have for now. I could put him on Droplet, and he'd probably be okay there, too. Jude, I've just got on Starfire because, I don't know, he had enough of Soot. And Elise I've got on Undertow because I figure giving her Dark Elemental points will help her gain her Dark arts. And I believe she did, in fact, get negative gate from some of the stuff that the Bakuras that I killed off screen, so that's helpful. Let's see. Had someone like that this morning. She kept complaining and beating herself up over doing something different when she logged in. She was still logging in incorrectly, but whatever. And acted like the world was ending because her laptop didn't boot up the way it normally does. People are panicky. I hate it. Yeah. Yeah. Especially if they're like not technology savvy necessarily. They're like, I have to interact with this in order to keep my job, and I can't interact with it properly, so now I'm going to lose my job. And it's like, no, stop spiraling. It will be okay. You found a Hydreigon in a raid that had a natural Terra Electric, meaning it has no natural weakness since it has Levitate naturally. That's pretty cool, actually. Yeah, because that's similar to the strat that was it the third gym leader or the fourth gym? The Electric gym uses, where they have that Mismagius that has no weaknesses once you have Levitate. Unless you're stupid like me. I got the dumb idea together of getting a Mudbray, and you can, in Gen 9, you can actually, this is probably one of the best things that Gen 9 does. I was trying to think of good positives for Gen 9. One of the best things that Gen 9 does is it introduces the Mirror Herb item, and if you have a Pokemon hold a Mirror Herb, and you do a picnic with that Pokemon, and a Pokemon that it can learn an Egg move from, the Pokemon that it can learn the Egg move from doesn't even have to be in a compatible Egg group either. Like, I taught a Mudbray Smackdown with a Knackley that I caught. And they're not even remotely in the same egg group. I believe Mudbray's in Field and Knackley's in Mineral. And you can have Mudbray use Smackdown on the Mismagius to get rid of Levitate and then just bulldoze it to death. So that was how I beat the third gym. I don't know about anybody else, but that was how I did it. I mean, you could just use a Jolteon with Terra Normal as well, because if you catch an Eevee and then evolve it, a Jolteon has Volt Absorb, and Terra Normal means Hex can't hit it, so then all you got to do is stall out Confuse Ray, but I like being a little more offensive about it. That's just me, but that's how I like doing it. You have so much skill choice in this game. Yeah, you get a lot of skills in this one, fairly early as well. Like, there's a lot to choose from, to the point where a lot of people just don't have the SP for it in some cases, unless you kill all the monsters. Now, in Tatalian Abyss, I was going to, like I said, do encounter links in here, but the enemies in here are pretty damn strong. So I don't really feel like that's particularly necessary. Okay, well, that's not gonna work for me. This'll work for me. I'll take care of this guy. You guys take care of the rest there. Oh, good, he's burning. Thank you for the Wind Lance. That's nice. I believe most, if not all, of the enemies in here are weak to both wind and light. So that should help out a little bit. Oh, I've got a tomato omelet on. And Rowan still has art tuning, which is good. That should help him quite a bit with keeping him
You've been cutting quite
active.
A marvelous performance out there.
Oh yeah, and he was almost ready to finish up his rank 1 affinity.
This seems like a fine opportunity to give you this.
So I guess we
it's
just got it.
It's guaranteed to make you an even more impressive man.
Nice. Thanks, Rowan. Apparently one of our jobs is ready to report just from that one fight. But yeah, fighting more than one enemy, especially when that is in the group of enemies that you encounter Link with, is a recipe for disaster that I don't want to have anything to do with. So just fight everything one at a time in here. The enemies are spread out enough to where it's kind of hard to fight them in two anyway. So this will be slow going, but that's okay. I don't mind. I see a cat. What, you don't have a scratching post at home or something? Pebbles. We caught Pebbles, so now we can send people into the cats, not people, cats into the Tatalian Abyss. I don't think I'd want people to go into the Tatalian Abyss by themselves. This place sucks. We can send the cats though. Nothing bothers the cats.
Element of surprise.
probably should have moved a little more. That amount of damage that he just did to me should give you a good idea as to why I don't like the idea of fighting these things normally in here. So, let's see if I can get a Petrify off while he's stunned. And give him the bell! Also, these guys hit really fucking hard, and when they dig into the ground like that, they become completely intangible for a minute. And that's not so good. It definitely doesn't help, that's for sure.
Time for a duet. Fatal circle. Rock slide. Wide open.
Nice, thanks, Alvin. But yeah, we can kind of work in tandem when it's just the one guy. It works pretty well. When it's him and a couple of others, it doesn't really work very well. Ow. Well, that didn't go as well as I was hoping because Rowan died and I can't really have that, so I guess we're resetting them. Whoops. Yeah, you don't want to leave anybody behind in terms of the EXP there.
We gotta stop
So.
and patch him up.
Now remember, that was with the preemptive strike too, so that's not so good. This is why if you come in here now, it's a little tricky, and that's why I would rather get preemptive strikes on everything and only single encounter everything. But we do need to kill 3 of those in order to do a job. So, yeah, that's fun. I'll probably quick save before I fight those guys again. Treat it like a mini-boss, you know. Yeah, Leia just fucking evaporated. Holy shit, he reached up from the fucking grave and dragged you down with him. These dragons are not easy at this level. You probably aren't supposed to come in here until a later level. It's probably why they give you so much experience and gold and elemental ore. And you can actually encounter the next level of Bakura in here, the silver Bakura. So, yeah, we're probably not supposed to be here right now, but we can handle it. As long as we don't die too much. I need more Shimmering Toll, that's what I need. Oh, hold on. I'm on the wrong person. There we go. And give them this. Okay, well, Leia's dead again. It's okay, though. We'll get rid of this guy. There we go. And now Luger's dead again. But yeah, see how intangible he was there? He couldn't be hit by anything. Even the fireballs didn't know where to go, so... As I say, guys, hit him whenever you're ready. I'll get the power combos going, but... Okay. Ow. As I say, okay, good, but no, he's definitely... Guys, keep him busy. I'm the caster. You need me to be freed up so I can... Okay, do that.
Time for
Good.
our friendship pose. Peace.
Love, hope, be consistent.
Alright, I didn't quick save
that's
before
what I'm
that one,
talking
but,
about.
you know, that's the same idea. Yeah, those guys are tough. So, don't take for granted just because you're using Rowan and spell spamming. Things will get tricky in here. We used a few life bottles there. I think I had 12 and we ended up with 9, so... those are the hardest encounters in here, though. If you find a Neo Dragon, they will kick your ass, at least for a few levels while we're leveling up. It's kind of worth it, though, in my opinion, because you get a lot of experience in gold and elemental ore from them, so... Alright, we beat 1 Blade Beak, so that's done. We need to defeat 2 Lizard Men, 3 Neo Dragons, and 5 Burrow Goblins. Probably once I'm done with those, I'll probably still kill the enemies because I need to get the first star from their bestiary. But, I mean, it'll get easier. The further we go, the easier it'll get. And I need to switch Rowan to the front spot. So let's do that. There we go. I love how we're already at like half TP and we just got here. Is literally how East 8 went for you? Oh, jeez. Yeah, I think I remember you talking about it at one point where it was like, well, you know, these enemies are kind of kicking my ass a little bit. But the rest of the enemies, because they're smaller and in larger groups, you bright bell them, and you'll be fine. Like, watch. You get them confused, and then you just blast. Yes, you could.
Voltaic line.
If they get too close, you Voltaic line, you Fatal Circle, and then you move out of the way. Like this. Okay, I mean, that works. Here. Go on, walk right into it. Ring your bell. Just keep them in one spot, guys. Okay, that'll work. Yeah, once it's down to just one, it's kind of a lot easier because then you can kind of gang up
I
on
hope
them,
that
you
was
know?
served up to your liking.
Oh, good. Lottery procced. Fantastic. Yeah, so the gold that you'll get in here will be pretty good as well. It'll keep us in
You've
good
been
shape.
cutting quite a marvelous performance out there. This seems like a fine opportunity to give you this. It's guaranteed to make you an even more impressive man.
Okay, got that again, so that's good. And I might keep Rowan linked with Luger because they have pretty good link arts. Voltaic line is pretty solid for right now. I don't know what the hell I was just doing there. I'm trying to get a preemptive strike here. I shouldn't be running in a linear direction. That's how those people in Prometheus got murdered. Oh, okay. I used Freeze Lancer instead. That's fine.
Not bad.
Okay, I'll wait.
You could be a monk.
You ready? Accompany me.
Got him. Got hurt there too, but got him. It's okay though. Severed Fate. I don't think I get a. Well, whatever. Just use it at the end of the thing, you know.
Well, not bad.
And at certain points, you can kind of just let the party do a little bit of the work too. But level restore
Guess
will.
who just got
Speaking
stronger?
of work, level restore will put in work for us in here. It will definitely help us out. So cool and classy. What's in this cool and classy chest? More dark bottles. That wasn't very cool and classy. He's on his way. He's a coming. Let me have some food first before I have a chat with you. Do I want Mabo curry or do I want a pudding cake? I think I want a pudding cake. The TP will help. Although honestly, with level restore coming up, I probably could have gotten away with the Mabo curry. Oh well. All right, everybody go. See if I can get this in the middle. That's nice. Should hit more than one. I don't think it did, actually. I think it just hit this guy. Well, no, he's confused, so that should help a little bit.
Keep the tempo.
So classy, Rowan.
Yeah, see?
So cool.
Not too bad.
I want to shoot too.
It's just the Neo Dragons, really, that give me Royal
Guess who just
Ajira.
got stronger.
This is the result of my hard work.
Wait, you have Freeze Lancer this early? Yeah, they give you Freeze Lancer in this game before you get Meteoric Waltz, because they knew Meteoric Waltz was that good. They were like, Freeze Lancer's okay, we'll just reduce the attack multiplier on every single one of its projectiles so that it doesn't hit very hard. It hits it hits with about the same equivalent of Fireball without art tuning now. And that makes me sad. I can't believe they nerfed Freeze Lancer so hard when barely anybody even used it in the last game. A lot of the advanced level arts got nerfed in this game, though, and I'm not really sure why, to be honest. But it's just, in this, like, it's sad, because in the last game it was pretty solid. In this game, it's just flat out not as effective as Splash. And it does have that Earth element on it, which makes it kind of nice in that department. I will use it later because of the Earth element, because I won't always want to use Meteoric Waltz for Earth element. But it just doesn't hit very hard, and I kind of hate it. I really like Freeze Lancer as an art, so it's kind of disappointing. By the way, I always guard with Rowan to start with, because Power Charge 1 gives you just a flat 25% reduction to his TP use. And that's great. Like that, it even works with spells, so it's really worth your time to do. I can get a burn on him.
So classy, Rowan.
So here. Okay, well, didn't hit that one. There we go.
So super easy.
Easy.
Ease.
You copying me?
Maybe.
We're gonna have
I feel
99
more
rotten bones
enlightened.
pretty soon. You fell in love with Freeze Lancer after Abyss? Yeah, and that's fair. I think I've seen the animation for Freeze Lancer in Abyss. Like, I think at one point I looked up, like, what all the spells look like in most of the Tales games, so I think I've seen it. I forget, though. I only got, like, 2 hours into Abyss before I had to return the rental. We rented it at one point. No, I didn't see what you said for, East 8. I'll take a look at that in a second. Oh, good, I hit both of them. Maybe they'll both get confused, and this will work out very nicely. Okay, well, it was a glimmer in my eye. But yeah, like, Voltaic Line is nice because it hits pretty far away, considering the fact that it's, you know, an art like it is. You would think, okay, well, maybe it won't hit that close. But no, it
An
hits pretty
obvious
far.
outcome.
In a good line. And it hits everything between, too, so that's nice. You can do these quests when you first see them, but don't do that. They have timers. You can get stronger and wait. Proceeds to do every quest right as it's available. That just sounds like me the first time I played Final Fantasy XII, and I instantly regretted it. Trickster as soon as you get the Paramina Rift. Who the fuck?
Done. Payment due.
Who the fuck designed this game? Alright, let's give her the full amount. We'll give her 14,000 next time, so we can get to a flat 100,000 paid.
No wasting money, Luger. Cash goes into the bank. Fish go into the tank.
What are you on? Anyway, we get a bonus, so we'll go check out the bonus in a little while. But, like, she looked like she was on some shit just there. Innova! Oh, boy. Oh, here comes the Neo Dragon. Hold on a minute, Neo Dragon. I have spider webs to collect. I don't know why I'm collecting them. Like, especially in this game, a lot of that stuff is like, why? Someone will need them, but why am I collecting them?
Play rough, huh?
Everyone does, Alvin. They always do. Alright, we'll do that, and we'll do it again. I guess I'm just shimmering tolling you, since you seem to be the one that's walking towards me. Now blast him with Wind Lance. Give him a Voltaic Line, since he's going to try to attack the shit out of me in a second. Now give him a Fireball, he's already burning, and now he's dead.
Of myself and my rather silent partner.
Okay, so the reason why we got 45 extra experience there is I think we did that with no damage taken. So that's kind of nice. You have Abyss 3D. You love how you can still do the Mushroom Rock glitch and swap Luke out for Ash even if he's level capped. That's still in that one? Wow. That's funny. Surprising. Okay, so that's Neo Dragon number 2. Only got one more left to go, and then we'll be good. I don't care if we use some apple gels in here. This was probably the hardest place we're going to be going before the next chapter or two, so... Oh, and I don't know if I showed it on screen, but they actually nerfed Pixie Circle, and I don't know if they nerfed Healing Circle, but they definitely nerfed Pixie Circle, because you can only heal one character at a time with it now if you heal through the menu, unlike in Xillia 1 where you could heal the whole party with it. They caught on to my bullshit, you see, and they won't let me do that anymore. Then again, Pixie Circle feels like it got nerfed in this game. Like, when T-Po's off, Pixie Circle just does nothing. Like, Alvin's Guardian Field gives you back more HP when T-Po's off in this one, which is just not so good. Okay, well, this is Neo Dragon number 3, so now I don't have to fight these guys again if I don't want to. I probably will anyway, just for the challenge, but, you know. It's just one Neo Dragon. How bad could it? No, Leia, don't run directly at him. You're gonna get murdered. Alright, do this again. Wake his ass up. Get a 29 hit combo on this battle. Guys, back up. Back up, back up. I will handle it. Back up. There.
Hey, you did it! I guess you're not too bad.
But yeah, see how much experience we're getting and how quickly we're getting our levels in here? Well worth the effort, I think. Ports on early 3DS weren't the best. I can see that. Like, I'm just surprised that it transferred that glitch between systems. Like, that seems crazy. Maybe it's because it was basically just emulating the PS2 version, and so they, you know, that's why it transferred. I don't know. Was that upgrade the Marsh Waltz? I think we had Marsh Waltz already. Oh, whatever, it doesn't matter. Oh yeah, I finally went through and set up everybody's auto arts, by the way, for things that I would have wanted them to use. I didn't do that previously. I kind of just let them do whatever, but I finally said, no, enough is enough. I need to get them set up properly, so I've set them all so that they can use certain things. Mostly the one that benefited from it was Alvin, because now he's using, like... I'm trying to get him to use basically one of each element, and then Charged Blow and Dragon Swarm when we get it. We don't have Dragon Swarm yet. We do have Charged Blow, and Charged Blow is his kind of a bread and butter move for him. We'll use that one quite effectively when we're playing as him. So it's a modern day port. They put it on a new console, but changed so little it's basically the same game. Yeah, that's fair. I guess I'll fight this guy now while I'm here. Go get this while I'm waiting for him to turn into a preemptive strike. Whoa. Oh good, he came with the Neo Dragon. Well, I guess that saves me the trouble of looking for another one.
Time for a duet.
Give him a Fatal Circle. Give him a Severed Fate. Oh good, that's hitting the Neo Dragon. Fantastic. Alright everybody, watch out. Do it again. Yeah, that's happening.
Time for some fun.
Right on!
Fatal Circle.
And give him the Fatal Circle. Give him the Voltaic Line. It didn't quite hit. And Leia's okay. And Leia's dead, but yeah, we'll make it work. I'm not even going to bother there because that won't go far enough to hit him. I haven't used Splash once. It feels like I'm not even playing Rowan. You know, until I art tune, and then it's like, oh yeah, right.
Guess who just got stronger?
Yes!
But yeah, I mean, okay, we got heal, that's good.
Stronger.
We got arc fire as well. But yeah, it's like you proc lottery and you basically get 1,000 to 1,100 gold in here for most of these fights. I think it's at least 800 unless you find a silver Bakura, in which case you're gonna get like a lot. So definitely well worth it if you're looking to pay a little more of the debt off. So, there you go. Like, the Etrian Odyssey HD collection fixed a few exploits and bugs, but you can do some things like the OG DS Etrian Odyssey games. Oh, boy. Well, that sounds like fun. What was I going to do? I think I was going to set Luger on something else because he's doing really well with Yggdrasil, but... Oh, maybe not, because I kind of want him to get Speed Freak. Sledgehammer Arts having increased speed is really nice. So, and then TP gain 2 is also very nice because the more hits you get, the more TP you'll get back when you kill enemies, and Luger needs that. So, we'll just work on that for a little bit, I guess, with him. I kind of do want to have Jude. I think I want to have Jude use Yggdrasil pretty soon, though. Honestly, he's pretty even. Maybe I'll give him Stalactite when Rowan's done with it. Rowan's not done with it. I think I need to get like him to over 1,000 on Earth Element though in order for him to be done with it. So we'll just go through the whole Tatalian Abyss with this setup and we'll see where we end up. How about that? There's no elite monster at the bottom though with a devil arm this time, unfortunately. But the treasure in this particular case is in the journey, not the destination. Of those, do one of these, don't you start walking on me, do it again to get him confused. I'm sorry, I really like the bell. What can I say?
Accompany me.
Good, give him a Severed Fate. And then back up. Okay, I didn't back. Okay. Never mind. I saw the exclamation point and I feared for my life for a second, but then they stunned him out of the exclamation point, which you can do in this game if you hit them with a weakness hit. It doesn't always happen, but it's nice. So, by performing an art after a normal attack when linked, half of the TP consumed at that time will be covered by your link partner. Okay. Oh. And then there's the normal attack after using an art, which gives them TP restoration benefits. So swapping between normal attacks and arts
dog can learn new tricks.
will usually get you some decent results. I find it works better when you're using... Oh, Forte. Nice. I find it works best when you're using a melee character, though, to do the combination of melee and art. When you're using a spellcaster, especially in the late game when you get access to chain cast, it's just better to keep casting arts over and over again. If you don't know what chain cast is, imagine every time you cast a spell, you get a stacking buff of the speed cast skill that Rowan has already.
Fatal circle.
So, like, he already has a 10% casting speed increase, but now every time you cast a spell, you can cast the next spell 10% faster. It gets pretty ridiculous after a little while. So, Allies of Eternia. Don't know what the hell this is all about, but sure, why not? Luger, what arts do you have set? Did I don't think I set your arts up to not have you having certain ones. You don't need this. I'm going to say you don't need that. I'll leave you with these and this and this and that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that or that. Don't really need that. Rapid Burst came in handy, though, against the enemies in here that are weak to wind, so. And, you know, Arc Fire is a critical hit on downed enemies, so if he wants to use that, I'm going to let him use that. I probably won't use it myself, but I'll let him use it for sure. So. God, I remember when I played this game the first time, I don't think I came into the Tatalian Abyss, or if I did, I was very quickly, like, thrown out of it by the fact that I was like, okay, so the enemies in here are too strong, maybe I'll come back later. No, it's a good idea to do this now, because what ended up happening was I didn't have I didn't have enough I didn't have enough levels when I got to Chapter 7 to have everything that I needed, basically. How can I say it without spoiling? There's a boss that comes up in Chapter 7 where you want to be level 20 or above no matter what, even if you're trying to be slightly lower level than where I'm being. There's a reason for it. It's because you get a certain skill at level 20 that makes that fight a lot easier, but we'll talk about it when we get there. We shouldn't be too much longer before we get there, so. Let me see here. You learned there used to be a bug that lets you straight up skip the boss of floor 12. Oh, in Etrian Odyssey HD Collection, okay. But they fixed that. It's hilarious since it required prior map knowledge. There you go. That logic is how Allie ends up lower leveled in Pokemon. What's her response to Alpha Pokemon destroying her? Farming Alpha Pokemon for EXP. I mean, that works, I suppose. See, my thought process was that I would, if I ever played Pokemon Legends Arceus, I would use the same logic for capturing as I did in Pokemon Let's Go, which was that I would only ever catch one of each species. I might make Alpha Pokemon their own thing. I'm not 100% sure about that because I've never played it, so I couldn't really tell you, but I would try to beat the game by only catching one of each species. I don't know how well that would work, but that would be how I would do it. I don't know if I'm going to do that yet, though, so it'll be something for down the line, maybe later, if I'm feeling industrious enough to break my own promise of never playing a Pokemon game that comes chronologically after, well, not chronologically, but like release date chronologically after Let's Go Pikachu.
Not good.
Don't you back out on me.
Okay, we'll get rid of you first. Now, for you. Break your guard, do a little fatal circle, throw one of these, do one of these up. But yeah, see how he went intangible there so we couldn't hit him? That doesn't really help us too much. By the way, if you're given the option... Oh, hang on.
Why, it's something that carries electricity, of course.
Huh? That's not what you are.
Dear me, nothing gets by you, does it?
I like that one. What was I going to say? Yeah, if you're given the option between certain spells, like, actually Earth Elemental spells in this game are really solid because they changed up the status effect associated with them. Because they now inflict Petrify on enemies if you get lucky with the status effect, so good luck with that one. It doesn't kill them instantly, but it does make them sitting ducks for like 5 seconds, so that's pretty nice.
An old dog can learn new tricks.
You've gotten stronger.
My lord, we're getting a billion things. So much elemental ore from coming in here. Again, this is why I like coming in here now, because it's just well worth it. You get lots of money, you get lots of good items. I don't know if you get good weapons and stuff like that, or armor in here, but the money's worth it, the gold's worth it, the experience is worth it, and the elemental ore is worth it. So I would say it's well worth the trip of coming in here, even if it's a little tough at this point. It's okay. What's a little challenge in your RPG? It's not gonna kill you. I mean, it might, but, you know. Rowan doesn't conduct electricity. He conducts fire. Rowan is fire. He's definitely pretty... He's still as strong in this game. Like, even though in this game they made melee characters more powerful overall, especially in the early game like this, Rowan is still very strong. His art tuning is still incredibly powerful, and he gets lots of good arts early. He gets access to a whole bunch of elements. I think the only thing he doesn't get access to is Dark Element and Shot Element early on. So those are... I don't know if he ever gets access to those now that I think about it, but he has access to everything else very early, so it helps quite a bit with the weakness combos and stuff. She was level 80 when she beat the post-game. There's an alpha Pokemon in one area that she caught at level 85 or 83, and she caught it. Well, good on her. That's a tough Pokemon to catch normally. I would think, anyway. Alright, come on, lizard dude! Oh, you've reached the end of your rope. Okay. Then I will cut that rope for you. Why would we run, Alvin? These guys aren't that hard now. We're level 19. We can handle it. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. Ow. Merciless flashes, so that's the one I need to look out for. Got it.
Wide open.
Thank you, Alvin. Oh, there's a dude right here. A goblin. Oh, I ended up because I died. I should eat some food. Because we're going to level restore pretty soon anyway, so I might as well just... I'll just eat a Mabo curry. That's fine. By the time we're done in here, we'll probably be through most of our food, but that's okay. I'm not really too concerned about it. Like, this place, I imagine, is going to take basically the first half of the stream, because I have to kind of be careful, and I have to kill everything one at a time. When we get to Eladi Trail, things will get a little faster, because we can chain those guys together and encounter links, and it shouldn't be too tough. Especially once we gain some levels. So. The nice thing when we get to Eladi Trail as well is that I don't have to play as Rowan there, although there is an enemy on Eladi Trail that is one of the monsters on the board that we're going to fight. And Rowan is really good against that guy as well, so we'll get there, but you guys really should guard that.
Came courtesy
Just saying.
of myself and my rather silent partner.
It would probably work better for you. Alright, so there it is. Level 20. When you get to level 20, certain skills in this game are only available at level ratios. In this case, Power Charge 2 is available starting at level 20 and at level 20. What does Power Charge 2 do? Well, remember Power Charge 1. It allowed you to reduce the cost. Oh, good. Look at all these other skills that we got. Yeah, so it lets you reduce the cost of your next... Here, I'll just read it off here. So you get 25% lower TP cost and plus 1 AC. You guard for less than 1 second. If you guard for a total of 2 seconds, you get an additional 1 AC. And the next attack will be treated as a power hit, whether the enemy is weak to it or not. So even if the enemy is resistant to the next attack that you use, it'll be treated as a power hit and can start a weakness combo. This is a bread and butter skill. Get this for everybody and slap that shit on everybody, because it will come in very handy, especially later in the game when the enemies start to, well, not the enemies, but the bosses start to have no weaknesses. Because you wouldn't normally be able to start a weakness combo against something that has no weaknesses, but now you can, so. It's very good. I'm not going to slap it on just yet, because I'm going to wait to do that until we get out of here. And then I'll check everybody's skills and I'll set things up accordingly. But yeah, Power Charge 2 is really nice. It's basically the bread and butter it's the backbone of like 90% of your late game combos in Tales of Xillia 2. It does a lot of work all the way through the game. So, Leia, slow down. Slow down a little bit. There you go. Just get that extra heal off. Yeah, okay, and actually, here's another thing that we can think about is that the levels of upgrades for these, for your healing arts specifically, at least for Leia, it reduces your consumption of TP on them. So that actually is pretty nice, because now she can cast First Aid for just 8 TP. I think it was 12 before. Heal will eventually, I think, be 12 if it follows the same logic as First Aid, so... Yeah, she can cast for fairly low costs and get some pretty decent healing out of it. I mean, heal restores 60% of your HP bar, and that if that costs 12, like, that's nice. That can be spammed with that, so... Ooh, look at all this stuff. Where'd you get all this stuff there, Blade Beak thing? Did you murder people for this stuff? Just a Blade Beak, okay. There's a Neo Dragon in there as well. I don't like that at all, but we'll work on that. Hold on, let me do this. Okay, and now let's kind of get in get bomb. Do another one. Oh, good, he's confused. Perfect. Do this up, maybe get a burn off. Maybe get a petrify. Can I get lucky? Nope. This is gonna, okay, kill him, so we won't.
The greatest performance in history.
I don't think we got any of the lottery procs with the Mabo Curry, but we've still got one battle left, so I guess it doesn't matter too much. Oh yeah, and they even tell you here, so here you go. So here's how Power Charge 2 works. You've learned the skill Power Charge 2, and maintaining a guard for 2 seconds after setting it on your skill menu. The first strike of your next attack will be treated as a power hit. Criticals who do not have, or characters who do not have elemental attributes can still initiate a power hit on the enemy. So this helps everyone. Let's say, for example, an enemy is weak to Shot Element. Rowan can't normally start a Shot Element combo, but if he uses Power Charge 2 before attacking, he can start a weakness combo, even if he can't hit their weakness. Like, let's say the only thing they're weak to is Shot.
Guess who
Doesn't
just
matter.
got stronger?
Yes,
You can
that's
start a
what I'm
combo.
talking about.
And that helps a lot for certain people because, like, for example, Leia can never hit the other 2 physical attacking types. She can never hit shot element. She can never hit slash element. I think the same holds true for Jude, actually, as well. I think he's stuck to strike element. Ooh, 2 leather boots. That's nice. That's a good upgrade. Definitely worth coming in here for those. So yeah, certain people get a pretty solid... benefit from being able to hit weakness combos even if they can't hit the weaknesses of the enemies that you're fighting. So it comes in handy. Alvin, of course, doesn't have to worry about this. He can hit all 9 of the elements in the entire game from a fairly early point. Like, at this point, I think he's only missing water and shot element, which is surprising because he has a gun, so you'd think he'd have shot element down already, but he does not. Either way, he can hit all 9 elements eventually, so it's another reason why he's so frickin' good, is because of the fact that he just can hit everything. So, we need 8 more Neo Dragons, but we've already got all the Lizard Men done, so I think I'm gonna wait until we find Burrow Goblins, Blade Beaks, and Neo Dragons, and those are the ones that I'm gonna fight. Like, this guy I'm not gonna fight, I'm just gonna walk right past him. Because I don't need to get involved with more Lizard Men. It's fine, we're good. The only thing I'm concerned about in here is my life bottle supply, because the more we die... Ooh, Sage, that's nice. The tougher it's going to be going further and further in here, because we're not going to have enough life bottles, potentially, to get through here. And we do have to walk all the way back to Triglyph in order to purchase more, so... Well, we don't have to walk all the way back, we just walk to Helioborg, and then once we're at Helioborg, we can warp directly to Triglyph by taking a couple of warps from some of the NPCs. So, I'm going to quick save. It's been a little bit, so I think it's worth it to do this so that we don't lose progress. And we don't worry about the enemies murdering us while we're at it. How long is that reverse doll going to burn a hole in your pocket? The first time I played the game, I forgot it was in there, to be honest. And I only ended up using it on the final boss fight because it actually came in pretty handy on the final boss because he can kill you in like one hit because his attacks deal that much damage if you don't guard properly. So, I don't know how long it'll sit in my pocket this time. Hopefully less time than that, but we'll see. Oh good, these guys are powerful. That's what the warning symbol is for. So that means if I... Oh my god, there's a Neo Dragon in here too. So that means if I Shimmering Toll them, they'll beat the shit out of each other, right? Like, this'll go very well for... Oh my god. This'll go very well for me. No. No, it will not. Alright, I'm just gonna keep doing it. Alvin, yeah, as I say, whenever you're ready to do the life bottle thing, man, I'm down for it. I'm gonna keep using Shimmering Toll. I just... It's just good enough. Oh god, okay, he didn't hit me, so that's fine. He's gonna, yeah, hit me now though. But at least we got rid of the other, okay, I'm alive. Jesus Christ, man. Run! Ow! That wasn't very nice. Okay, good, I'm back up. Alright, now. Just give him one of these, thank you for the heal. Oh god, intangible! Okay, my guard's broken, but it's okay, I think. It's not okay. It's not okay. I'm glad I quick saved. Because, yeah, that's a death. Well, if there wasn't a Neo Dragon with that goblin, I think it would have gone okay. I was kind of like, okay, well, maybe we can handle this, but maybe I should have gone for the Neo Dragon first. Don't underestimate the enemies in the Tatalian Abyss. They will kick your ass if you're not careful. Yeah, they give it to you so fucking early, they do, so you'd think it'd be like, okay, well, you know, use it, but then it's like only a one-time thing. They deal enough damage to almost one-shot Luger from full, yeah. And unfortunately, in this game, the AI has trouble with guarding, unless you set them to protect themselves. So it can get pretty tricky sometimes if you do this. That is not my quick save. Why are you reloading me here? I'll load the quick save, actually, thank you. They were like, no quick load, you're not allowed. Yeah, I'm gonna use the quick save. I don't know why it... Did I press the wrong button there? Is that why... Was there like a load quick save data button and I just didn't press it? Because that would be stupid, but would also be pretty much on brand for me. So... Man, lots of lizard men down here. Y'all can live. I'm looking for your friends that are not lizard men. I thought this was another one. I was gonna be like, oh, come on. Okay, let's see. Well, this is a dead end, so I can probably go in this direction real quick. There was one? Okay, yeah, that's just me hitting the wrong button then. My bad. I guess I'm not used to loading a quick save then, I guess. Okay, got a whole bunch of them. See if I can hit a whole bunch of them. Yeah, I think I really only hit that. No, I hit a few at the end there. That's fine.
Let's keep the tempo.
So classy, right?
Accompany me. Don't take line.
I think they also increased the amount of time that you can activate
Time for our friendship pose. Peace.
Okay, there goes
An
my little
old
curry.
dog can learn new tricks.
Yeah, I think they increased the amount of time that you can actually activate a link dart after a spell specifically. After other things, it's not so much, but after a spell, yes, I think they increased the time because that was like as long as it would have been in the first game if you had what was that skill? I don't remember what the skill was, but it was a skill basically where you can equip or not equip, but you can. It gives you an increased amount of time to be able to activate link darts, so I think they increased it to that. I don't quite know, though. Maybe we go up, honestly. Maybe we fight this Blade Beak first, and then we go up. How's everybody doing? Okay, Leia should probably heal a little bit here. Oh, good, I upgraded Deadeye. I don't like Deadeye all that much. I just think it costs too much TP, to be honest. So... It was like load, save, load, quick save, and then like return to title screen. You think, okay. So yeah, probably that's what it is. I read the first one and I was just like, oh, okay, this will let me load my quick save data, right? No. No, it will not. So, yeah, Mambo Curry, medium. We are building up the money again. Look at that, we're almost ready to make another payment. Like I said, we're only going to pay 14,000 this time, though, to get it down to that exact 100,000 mark. Even if she asks for 15, we'll pay 14. We don't need to pay the full amount. Not yet, anyway. Oh, good. Keep walking into each other. That'll definitely help me. Okay, fine. You want to walk over here? Have one of these. I don't know why I threw the knife first. That seems silly. But yeah, L will talk when you initiate a hit with Luger that, or not a hit, but like a partner skill. So L will be the one who talks about it, not Luger.
All right, you sure get things done.
Alright, now that we beat that guy, since I have PTSD from the Neo Dragons from before, I'm gonna go up first. There we go. And I was gonna say there's nothing up here, but there is! They just tried to hide it from me. Oh look, more money. Do I have enough to pay the 14,000 now? I sure do. Okay, so if you want to make a payment, but Nova hasn't called you yet, you can actually initiate a payment manually by pressing the L2 button.
Greetings, subjects. I am Novius, king of lending.
Uh-huh. Alright then. Yeah, and if you press left all the way, it'll let you pay, like, the total amount that you have or the total amount that she asks for. But in my case, I just want to pay the 14 grand. We only got one more payment of 1,000 gold to, well, get the next payment up, but this will get us to a nice even amount, so...
100,000 gold repaid! Keep on keeping on, okay? Go, go, go!
And the reason why I want it to be that 100,000 is because it lets me know there's a list on GameFAQs that says exactly what bonuses you'll get depending on your amount of money. And being at that flat 100,000 will tell me, okay, so I should have this, 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 and this. I think there's like 5 rewards before 100k. So, or rather at or before 100k. So I should be able to look at the list now and be like, okay, I'm all caught up to all of the stuff. Again, ideally, you would want to get to... I don't know if I mentioned the exact amount for Alvin getting Impregnable Guard, but if you get to 180,000 gold repaid, that's when Alvin gets access to Impregnable Guard. So it's really pretty damn early, all things considered, and definitely well worth your investment if you can do that. So, oh, excuse me. Oh, there's a bot. Hang on. Let me fix this. That and reason bot. Bam. Yes, purge. We did purge. There we go. Is there a reason that Luger's hair color is like the opposite of Nova's? Yes. They talk about it later in the game, actually. It's kind of uncanny. I think it's a side quest cutscene, if I remember correctly, but since we're doing all of the red quests anyway, we should see it. So, we'll talk about it. Or the game will talk about it. One or the other. Grab this lizard's tail. I'm gonna focus on you first, actually. You're the big problem here, so. Do one of these. Not bad. Oh, good. We got rid of the other guy. That's good. Do one of these so we can get a fatal circle going. Stop that. My link partner. No. Oh, I was linked with the wrong person. Well, that's okay.
We were so awesome.
And off he goes. Why was I linked with Leia there? Did I press the wrong button? Oh, whatever. It doesn't matter. Alright, we beat the number of blade beaks as well. Let me just double check and see what we've got left. But yeah, once you get 1 star from the enemies, I think... Once you've gotten 1 star from all the enemies in the area, I think you're in pretty good shape. Like, you... Getting the Neo Dragons done is going to be a little bit of a problem, obviously, because they're always only one at a time. You never fight more than one at a time. But we can always come back later, so I'm not really too concerned about it. Let's see. So we're going this way. Okay, so this will just bring us all the way around. Good. I don't remember if there's one screen after this, and then that's the end of this place, or what exactly. But I'm kind of okay with it. We spent the first hour here. That's okay. That's a good amount of time to be spending in Italian Abyss. Obviously, it's not like the first game where we could just link our way through everything, because because you just spell spam. I mean, we're spell spamming now, but you know. Oh, okay. I guess we'll just get up this way too. In the first game, it was a lot easier because spell spam was so much more powerful than anything else you could use on trash mobs anyway. Oh, that's a back attack. Okay, fun. I guess we'll have to go this way. Stop that. Now you will do my bidding.
Looking good.
This is our chance to win!
Fatal circle! Severed fate!
You guys okay over there? You can like send another wind lance your way if it would make it easier. I don't know what the other guy's doing right now, but I kind of don't like being... Okay, I guess that'll just do its thing. But yeah, the casting speed on regular spells is, rather basic level spells, is pretty quick, especially with speed cast. So like, you can get your casts off pretty quickly compared to the enemies attacking you.
What a
So.
fight!
Oh, good, lottery procced on top of Mabo Curry there. So that's why we got that 759. I think that was the amount. So, Burrow Goblins are done, so now it's just Neo Dragons, and that means we're probably not going to be fighting much else in here unless it is, in fact, a Neo Dragon, so. No more Lizardmen. I guess I can, like, reset their encounters by leaving and coming back, like leaving the room, but... it's okay. Oh, you know what I do want to check before we go is I want to go to Kitty Dispatch.
Let's have everyone help out.
And I want to go to this and see... Okay, there is another cat here. I'm not sure if it's something that I can actually get through Kitty Dispatch, but I guess it's worth a shot.
Bye-bye!
Sorry, Rolo. I like cutting you off when you do the loud, annoyed meow. Like, really? You're going to have the Queen go to work? The Queen has subjects for this! Treasure bag, life bottle, and down we go. Yeah, I think there's one more area before the end here. Yeah, so if we go over there, I think that'll lead us to the very end of the area, if I recall correctly. So, your TP is hurting. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have used my pudding cakes as quickly as I did, because Alvin is running a little low, and it's starting to get a little bit tougher because of the fact that the further in we go without pudding cakes, the more experience it's going to take us to level up in order to get level restore working. So it'll probably take a few more battles, like 3 or 4, before we get another level up. So it becomes a game of conservation of resources in here if you go in here early. So it can be a little tricky, but we'll make do. Alright, I want to separate this Neo Dragon from his goblin friend over there so they don't accidentally encounter Link. Actually, I want to separate him from both of those goblins, to be fair. Thankfully, they're very slow, so it makes it a lot easier to attack them while they're doing that. Oh, good. Look at them bunching up all nice for me. Isn't that great? Try to get this in the middle.
Keep the tempo.
Doing another one. This guy's confused, so that should make my job a little easier. Voltaic line a go-go. Because that's a wake-up on top of everything else.
Right on!
Wind Lance. And off he goes.
Time for our friendship pose. Peace.
Love! Hope! Be consistent! You guys
That's good
strong.
enough, you 4. I almost said you 3. But yeah, see, we got a level up there, so now Luger's good. Rowan, Alvin, and Leia will get there, so they'll be good. And I think I'll just look for Neo Dragons from now on because we only need like 6 more, so that's not really too unfeasible. We'll get there. I don't know if we'll get there on this screen, but if we don't get all of them, I'll just come back. So, okay, you're a warning guy, so I'm gonna run you in a circle real quick. So I can grab this. There we go. Extra ore. Oh, good. Jude learned a skill. Nice. I think Jude is actually kind of the one that I'd like to focus on next, because he's kind of a one-trick pony right now. He has access to Earth, Water, and Strike Element, and that's it. So it really doesn't work too well for him when he's trying to start weakness combos and stuff. He's kind of out of luck. So I think I'd like to work on him with Yggdrasil next. Specifically for... There's a reason for it, and I'll talk about it when we get a little closer. Basically, it's for the same reason we wanted Power Charge 2 for the boss of Chapter 7. That's the gist of it. So, what even is up here? Oh, there's the other cat. Okay. Torch! And Torch's collar. So I guess once we get the job for Torch, we can turn that collar in. I don't know when that'll become available, but probably the point when it becomes available is the time the game expected you to come here instead of right now. So, well, we'll get something from those cats going through the thing. Do I fight this guy? I might fight this guy anyway, just to get absolutely mass murdered again by a Neo Dragon. Hey, look, there he is. All right, team, here we go. We're gonna have to get our revenge here. I'll do that again just so we can kind of... This guy, yeah, I was gonna say, this guy's gonna whack me inside the head, but that's okay. I should be able to advance him without problem. We can initiate this. I can set it up so we hit the Neo Dragon next. I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be this close.
I shall follow up.
What the heck?
Sorry about
I'm
that.
getting the hell out of here. All right, now we can cast down. Okay, we got him. Look at all that experience in Gald. Yeah, powerful enemies are worth your time because they do give you a pretty decent chunk of extra experience in Gald, especially if they have the difficult enemy of the area in their group. So, worth your time, worth your investment. It's just that sometimes they will kick your ass. That's all. And I mean, we had Mabo Curry too. So now can you imagine what would have happened there if lottery procced on top of Mabo Curry? Like, that would have been absurd.
Good.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. You've gotten stronger.
Oh, good. And we got Mind Collapse and Wave Smasher, which means we're moving forward and forward and forward. Student of Rare Monsters as well. I don't know if I'm well, not a scholar yet anyway, but that wasn't the title, so that's fine. Okay, 5 more. We can handle 5 more. Probably won't find 5 more, but we can handle 5 more. We've got a whole half of an area left to... Whole half, that's an oxymoron. Half of an area left to explore, though, so I'm not going to count anything out yet. And like I said, if we don't find all of them before we get out of here, especially since they're coming in one at a time, I'll just go find some when I get off screen, you know? I don't like all these holy and dark bottles we're getting. They don't really do me much good. There's a Neo Dragon right there that I wasn't even looking at. Are you, okay. So that's like your... I can't go beyond this point. Oh my god. Is that a Gold Bakura over there? I don't think we can beat a Gold Bakura at this point. I think that's a little bit beyond us. I mean, I'll give it a try, but I am not confident. So. Another nice thing about these Neo Dragons is they're so freaking large that it makes it very easy to hit their hitbox even if they move, so... I missed the combo. That's okay. And dead.
So cool. I want to shoot too.
And we're still getting Mondo EXP from these guys, so, you know, that'll be nice. That is, in fact, a Gold Bakura. We are out of Mabo Curry. Not quick save. I'm not confident. I'm also not doing this as Rowan because he can't hit these guys effectively with anything except his regular weapon, so... This one might call for a little strategy, and by that I mean Ludger. So strategy... I think I'm going to set everybody else to protect themselves, honestly. I don't remember if these guys can run away after a certain amount of time, but also this is going to, like, probably overlevel the sin out of us if we do this. Plus, I'm going to use a Minestrone. So we will get, because it's gold, it actually might give us more gold than anything else, but I think we'll still get a pretty decent chunk of elemental ore from them. That's usually what Bakuras are known for. So, I found a silver Bakura before when I was testing things out in here, and it gave us 840 experience, 1100 gold, and like 45, I think, elemental ore. So this guy will probably give us about 60, not including what the Minestrone's going to give me. So over-leveling is so funny in video games. It definitely makes a difference, that's for sure. All right, now let's hope he doesn't turn towards me and see me, because then I'll have to run past the Neo Dragon in order to catch him. And okay, all right then. All right then, Mr. Goldbakura. Just you and me and the wall. Got him. Okay, now, how do we do this? What do you have? Okay, we don't want that. Do I have Armor Crusher equipped? Because that does good damage to Bakuras. I do. Okay, it's that way. Right, good. So, see how much damage he does. Oh, and I can even do a thing with it too. Good. Ow. That was very nice. I'll wait.
Armor Crusher.
Well, this is light out. What's your... Oh, okay, 35,000. I mean, that's a boss worth of HP, so... Oh my god. That's boss level of HP, so I think we'll be okay. Guard broken again, yeah. Can you guys heal me real quick while you're at Leia? Maybe... Here's what we'll do. How about this? We'll set you to only heal for right now. You know, maybe I'll have these guys... No, I was going to say maybe I'll have them attack, but I don't think that's a good idea, actually, because they will definitely get viciously wounded. Why am I going after him when I don't have the heal yet? Where are you going? Maybe Swift Strike would be better than Armor Crusher for right now, because he keeps running away from me.
If you say so.
Yeah, see the double hits that you get off with Armor Crusher? That's kind of why it's good, because it does more damage than most things do right now. So, of course, that's not going to help me considering my TP is currently in the ground, but you know.
All right.
What do I use? Trying to think if I can do anything with this. Nope, not really. So, nope, that doesn't have a skill with it either. I guess I'll just go back to Rowan and do one of these. That does something. Okay, well at least we hit him with the last section. Oh my god. That. Wait, because that spin move that he does gives you some good time in terms of being able to hit him again. So because he kind of stands still for you there when you do that. So now he doesn't. So I'll wait again. Ow. Ow. My guard! I'll run. While I wait for this to undo. I think that's Strike Element that can let you do that with Guard Break. I'm not sure, but I would wait. I'm glad Leia's got me covered. I wonder what Azure Edge does. Like into. Guess we can find out if I can hit it. Hold on.
An unfortunate side effect.
You shouldn't do that.
Delicate cross.
Yeah, okay, well that's not really something that's necessary, I guess. Hello, stop that.
Gather forth the light.
Slow going, but we'll get there. I keep doing that. Like, I keep hitting him after like, at the times when I said I shouldn't be hitting him. He keeps running from me. It's giving me a minute here. That's good. Probably should have power charged, honestly, though. Or gotten power charged, too. I didn't think I'd be running into a Gold Bakura, so, you know, that kind of tells you that much. So. I should run before I get guard broken again, because it will happen. Basically, with this status effect, as long as you have it, you'll get guard broken on any hit, so... So you don't want that. Go ahead, do it again. Okay, that did good damage. I did it again. Oh, get back here. Jesus. Well, I'm glad he kind of like forces me to go through him when I do that, you know, like I force myself through his body, basically. So, that's nice.
Perhaps I've overdone it.
I told you not to overdo it. Please make this fun.
Well, at least I've still got some TP left. I'll switch to Alvin. Okay. Running again. Poor Rowan, he's got no TP left. Maybe I should set him to, like... Well, he should be taunting, to be fair. Like, I don't feel like setting you to protect yourself should prevent you from taunting, but, you know. What do I... Ow. I'll just wait. There we go. Now, if we would have hit that, that would have been very nice, because Link Charge is non-elemental, if I recall correctly, so... Okay. I don't quite understand how his combos work just yet, because I'm like, okay, well, he'll stop after this one, but, you know, he will not stop after this one. Say, alright, I should be done now. Ow. I mean, the damage isn't too bad, though. It's just a very long fight, because this is like an enemy that we should be fighting at about level... Probably like level 40 or 50, to be honest. And we're doing it now. It's manageable, but it'll take a bit. Level restore will be massive after this, though. It'll give us... Oh, good, I managed to block that. Good. Didn't expect to. But yeah, we'll get, like, all of our everything back from level restore after this, so... I should run. I should run! Okay, never mind. First aid will keep me, though, for a little bit. Almost there. Good. Now I'm just getting impatient. Well, it's the best thing that works on him there, Alvin, so that's why I'm getting predictable. Oh, I didn't armor pressure that until too late. I did him. Probably because I expected him to be behind me. Okay, that'll get a little damage off, and I became intangible for a second, so that's good. Sharing's a thing of beauty. Oh wait, that's Xillia 1. I said that. Yeah, definitely just getting impatient now. Like, I can feel it, and I can't even stop it. Like, I'm getting impatient, and I know it, and I just can't stop myself from getting impatient because of the way that he keeps attacking. I know why I'm getting impatient. It's because I'm fighting this guy so early, but I genuinely didn't expect to be finding something like this early. Now. It's a good thing we have heal. That helps.
Hey, come on, really?
You shouldn't do that.
My bad. My bad, guys. How much HP does he have left now? I'm almost done with guard break. 1389. We are almost there. We will get there in the next hour, I promise. Damn. That would have done so much damage. I'll look at chat in a second. I know I'm not doing anything. I'm doing something menial, so you'd think, there we go. It'd be easy, but to look at chat, but it was not. Now, was that worth what we just did? Well, I would argue yes, because even though it was 10 minutes, we got 360 elemental ore for everyone out of that, and that's, like, a lot. Along with, of course, 1,120 experience and 1,100 gold. That's a lot, so I think it's worth our while. You can't even land darts. This is going to be a while. I know. My bad. Leia's the only person taunting. Probably because she's not on Protect Yourself. Yeah, you protect yourself from arrogance and talk shit, get hit. I guess that's why they weren't taunting, yeah. Okay, the fact that the floor tile can just smash you on the floor is just funny. That is pretty good, yeah. Was it sort of worth it? Yeah, well, like I said, with the Minestrone and with the extra experience and everything, I don't know about the experience and the Gald, but 360 elemental ore would probably have taken about 10 minutes of running in circles anyway, so, like, collecting from ore points.
You've gotten stronger.
So I'll take it, especially considering the fact that we got, well, that. Magical Destruction this early is nuts, too, because that's a really good art. I really enjoy that one quite a bit. We also got Pierce, so that's
Guess who just got stronger?
medicinal meditation,
Yes,
safety net,
that's what I'm talking about.
rock splitters, not
I
too
feel more
bad.
enlightened.
Air pressure, we got all guard, not that's really all that useful, but you know, it's there. Your cat has returned. Guns, guns, guns. Okay, what'd you
Nice
get?
one.
You know, it's not bad actually, all things considered. I'll take it.
Let's have
Is there anywhere we
everyone help
didn't
out.
go yet? Yeah, probably the Dimensional Breach, right? Yeah, where Swagmo is. Swagmo Town. Actually, I don't even know if saying that at the beginning of the stream would be technically correct, because I don't think Earth, Wind, and Fire was a Motown band, so I'm not sure if that would be a correct statement to say. So, excuse me. That's why you said sorta. Yeah, Jesus, fuck, that's a ton of shit. Yeah, so that kind of puts it in perspective, right? Is like, this is what we got, so like, holy hell, you know? How we doing here? Okay, we're doing pretty good here. I think I can take Yggdrasil off after we get out of here for Luger, because, well, we're going to get some of the guard stuff here. Now, the elemental guards in this game have been nerfed, as you can see by this. It's no longer 30%, it's 15%, and it costs 8 SP now instead of, I think it was 3 in the first game. The reason why they did that is because if you are resistant to something, you don't stagger when you're hit by it. So if you're resistant to all elements, for example, let's say you put on all 6 of the guards and you equip a set of boots. That makes you resistant to every element in the game because there are no enemies that can hit you non-elementally in this game, as far as I know, except for maybe the Chapter 7 boss. So you basically will never stagger again unless you have a status ailment on you, if you are resistant to all 9 elements. You can still do that if you have a pair of boots equipped and you have armor that gives you protection from all elements, but it's a little harder to do with just armor and accessories. So no untyped damage? Nope. Not as far as I'm aware, again, unless there's like untyped damage with the one boss that you fight in chapter 7. Who is recurring. So, oh, you really need to get on Breeze or something. Because you're, like, way behind in the wind department. You have 2,000. I'm going to switch these now. I think that's... No, you know, I'm not going to switch these now. This is normal. This is actually normal for this game where you end up with this kind of abrupt changes in the orb stuff, but it does leave Rowan in a very good position because it'll allow him basically... You know, I'm going to actually change Rowan because I want him to get Meteoric Waltz a little faster, so I'm going to change him over to Sunbeam. because he needs Earth and Light, and he is way ahead on Earth now, so let's just give him Light, and eventually... Well, he'll get Conservation in one battle, because he only needs one more Light point to get Conservation, so we can equip that with Overclocked. But also on top of that, he'll get Meteoric Waltz eventually, which will be a bread and butter skill for him. Alright, what am I missing here? Did I go down this path over here? I don't think so. I think, you know what it was? I think I saw the Gold Bakura, and I didn't end up going down here because of the Gold Bakura being there. So, we'll come back for that Neo Dragon in a second. Let's just see what's over here first. Round Straw Hat. That's not an upgrade, actually. I'm kind of surprised that's here. Normally, a place like this, they would expect you to come here later. They would give you something better than that, like, I don't know, the next hat upgrade. But I suppose they need a reason for you to go to Nia Khera anyway, so if they gave it to you here... Honestly, it still wouldn't be too bad, because, like, Nia Khera... You'd only get one, right? So you'd still have to walk to Nia Khera to get the rest. Oh, I missed this. Or. Good. Keep rowing, working towards Meteoric Waltz, baby. Okay, one more Neo Dragon. Let's move him away from his friend there. Oop, okay. We still got the preemptive strike. We're still good. I'm on the wrong person. We're still good. Oh yeah, I have everybody kind of set on the wrong strat here. Hold on. So you do mainly arts, you do up to you. You do prioritize healing, you do up to you. And
Take line.
get him, team! Nice.
If I were to grade that, it was an average performance.
I don't know, I think we did pretty good. We got 57 extra experience there, Rowan, so I think you're being hard on yourself. The more powerful the art, the more TP you will need to cast it. Be sure to incorporate techniques that will save you TP in battle, such as using normal attacks, guarding against enemy attacks, and setting power charge. That's what that should read. Anyway, we got a whole bunch more guard abilities, so that's good. I might eventually have enough SP to actually set those guard abilities, but I'm not counting on it. I think I only have it set so that I would need about 126 SP total for all of the universal skills that I want to set, which at this moment, Ludger is 1 point shy of exactly that amount. So I might have more SP than I'll need for just the universal skill, so I might actually be able to set a decent chunk. More than I thought I was going to be able to set, so we'll see how this all pans out. I'm more concerned, honestly, about the other characters, though, because they don't have nearly as much SP as Ludger does. He just gets, like, a buttload of it because he's the main character and they want you to use him. So, there's a save point down here. I guess I'll save now because it's been long enough. So, oh yeah, I went back to my, this save file I'm saving over. I went back to the Volt fight to see if I could use Elise in it, because I was like, I'm pretty sure, actually, thinking about it, her regular physical attacks are shot elemental. Turns out, yes, they are. They're shot elemental, so they are treated like gunshots, like Luger's guns, when Elise attacks physically. The problem is that her physical attacks are so slow that Volt basically breaks out of any combos where she gets a weakness combo started with her physical attacks, so it doesn't usually work out unless you're like... You might be able to get away with it if you have a lot of her non-magical arts unlocked, but I think in that file I didn't have a whole ton. It should be a lot easier going now, though, because, well, we'll have a whole ton of her other arts unlocked because we've been going through Titalian Abyss before we should, so... Oop, 3 Rotten Bones. Oh, okay. Maybe it took 2. Yeah, maybe I took 2 or whatever. I don't know. Maybe it re-rolled it, for all I know. What do I know? Okay, there it is. I'll take the last one, and we'll be capped on Rotten Bones. What's in here? 5,500 gold. Oh, the Polpo's calling.
Payment due.
Okay, I guess I'll pay you the 1,000 then. Here you go.
I wonder if the sound of my voice brightens your day. I bet it does.
I mean, it would if you weren't calling for what you were calling for, I guess. Boy, this looks precarious. Was this broken like this in the first game? I feel like it was, but I didn't really look after we got Mila's weapon. Okay, now, unfortunately, we have to walk our ass all the way out of here. Isn't that fun? Thankfully, we should be able to skip past most of the enemies. I'll fight Neo Dragons if we find them, so that way I don't have to come back here. But yeah, we don't need to do anything else in here. But there's no quick way out, so okay. We need 3 more Neo Dragons. We'll see if we can find that many. We should be able to find that many in the process of where we're going. Do I have food? No. Minestrone just ran out. So since we're fighting those guys and we need 3 more of them, I'm gonna use this soda rice. We won't have access to soda rice until I think we get to Neokara, but that should be fine. It shouldn't be a huge deal. Because then we can buy more of it. I still think it's a little bit of a missed opportunity, though, with food in this game, where it feels like if you're going to have a character whose, like, main thing was to be a chef, it feels like you should be able to cook your own food. And that was already something that was done in other Tales games, so it feels like we're really missing the boat here. It's one of those missed opportunities in this game that just, I don't really understand it, you know? Like, I'm not sure why. I'm going to fight this guy because he's got a warning symbol above him. We might get lucky and get another... Nope, 5 blade beaks. Alright then. I'll use that. That's fine, sure. Alright, hit this guy in the middle with the bright bell. Or hit him here because he's walking up on... Really? Really? Shimmering Call, you're gonna do one of those, huh? Oh my god, I'm hold on. Thanks for trying, Alvin. I appreciate that. Oh god. I'm getting swarmed! Running away. I'm getting healed though, so that's good. Man, you guys are fast. Set you up with that. Okay. I was gonna say, Luger, don't bring him over here, please. Let's see. Okay, you guys keep him busy for a second. That was gross. Hang on, Leia, I got you. Alright, got that guy. Now we get these guys, because they're all bunched up. Oh god, I'm gonna kill them all before they... Okay, get you up. Didn't want to kill them before I got them up, and also Leia's out of TP, but, you know,
Not the
we'll
best
figure
of
that part
my
out.
performances.
No, that was tricky, but we're almost leveled up, so that should help a little bit. Bunch of extra experience. Luger leveled. You looked away, what happened? I took on a powerful enemy. It was 5 blade beaks, and they kicked my ass.
Address me as Agent N. I shall accept your repayment on behalf of the one known as Nova.
Sure, here you go.
Great, thanks! You make my life so much easier when you make your payments on time. Keep
What?
it up, okay?
I can't hear you over the motorcycle. Anyway, we got another bonus. So there we go. What was that Neo Dragon that I just saw? Is he on the way out of here? Yeah, he was on the way out of here. Okay, cool. I'm going to use a couple of orange gels because Alvin and Leia used like 20 million of their TP in the process of going on through that. So, Nova, you're a dork. She's got a personality, that's for sure. All right, we'll go back to Rowan. We'll be level 23 by the time we're out of here, so that's pretty nice, actually. We're in great shape in terms of our levels. For reference, by the way, in terms of levels, you don't gain access to your Mystic Arts until you are level 42. It's like set to that level, so if that makes any difference in terms of how much leveling you want to do, it might be worth thinking about.
Accompany me! Fatal circle!
Give him another Severed Fate,
This
and off he
duet came
goes.
courtesy of myself and my rather silent partner.
Yeah, that extra experience from the soda
I
rice
feel more enlightened.
coming in pretty clutch.
Man, I feel good.
This is the result
Better get a
of my
fucking
hard
trophy
work.
for paying off this
Yeah.
debt. Oh, you get a different ending for paying off this debt. They wouldn't even... They give you a trophy, sure. They also give you a trophy for it, to be fair. But you get a completely separate ending to the game for finishing off your debt. Oh, nice. I got another glow fruit. I mean, the bee stung's not really necessary, but wild gold dust is rare, so that's good. All right, well, we'll worry about that later. Let's worry about getting out of here first. while killing 2 Neo Dragons, ideally, so I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You're not a Neo Dragon. Let's just look around, see if we can find one. That's a powerful enemy, but I don't really want to kill that. There's more room to find Neo Dragons this way because we have to walk very linearly out of here, so... Aha! You can't get me when I'm on the ladder! Stop shooting! We're on a ladder! That's cheating! How did I get back attacked? Oh, whatever. Make it work.
Luca, do something!
Rodriguez, do everything! I don't know why I rock trying this guy, but hey, I'll take it, I guess. Just in case that guy's walking up on me, he's not, but I'll Fatal Circle him instead. Okay, so you, and then... There we go. Sweet. Yeah, I'm gonna run out, unfortunately. Okay. Unfortunately. Run! Away! Cast the bell while we're not looking at him just for style points.
Well, not bad.
By the way, the reason why I'm using Severed Fate in this game, I didn't mention it because we didn't use Severed Fate in the first game. The reason why I'm using it in the second game by comparison to the first...
An old dog
Actually, I can
learn
show
new
you.
tricks.
I'll show you why. Let's go to the arts menu so we can find out. And look at all the other arts we got. Okay, those are just upgrades, but that's fine. So if we go down to Severed Fate, it is Strike Elemental for some reason in this game, and it also only costs 4 TP. So if you set this up while the enemy's being hit by a multi-hit move, like, for example, Shimmering Toll or Splash or Freeze Lancer, something to that effect, you can set this up while the enemy's getting hit, and it'll basically allow you to hit another element in a weakness combo. Kind of like using Squall Shot with Alvin, honestly. You would use it when you're already hitting the enemy so that way the Squall Shot can come down when you're done hitting the enemy, and it makes your life easier because then you're hitting multiple different weaknesses. So you kind of throw it in preparation. Similar to a Meteoric Waltz, except it's not used for defense, it's used for offense. Although I suppose in this game, offense and defense are almost the same thing, so... Alright, well, we're back out of here. We only have 1 Neo Dragon left to go, so I'm going to re-roll the enemies by walking out, and then we'll see if we can get one real quick. Now, aren't you going to be glad when we get out of this nightmarish place, and the enemies are way easier to just bowl over? Okay, here's a Neo Dragon. Where we can basically just, like, annihilate whatever we're coming across. Won't that be so much nicer? Especially now that we got all these levels, like, holy hell, man.
Yes, perfect.
Nice.
Preemptive Strike. And look at that, we can even get a Fatal Circle going while we're at it. Alright, now nobody die while we're at it, or else we'll be in for a hurting. Don't you dare go underground. You are not allowed.
That it was an average performance.
Okay. Lottery proc right at the end. That's the required number of Neo Dragons, so Elise gets 2 extra SP. It's a good day all the way around. I'm going to take this like a victory trophy. Another dark bottle. I'm never going to use them, though. I know, I saw the thing that was there. I'm not going to bother checking. I don't think it was elemental ore, so I don't really care. Alright, so now we have to make our way all the way back to Helioborg Fortress, and our next stop is going to be in... our next stop is going to be back in Riza Maxia, where we will be going along the Eladi Trail as if this was the first game. I probably should have gotten what was in that treasure bag, but I'll get this one. Oh, look, another small marble curry. That's why you want to check the treasure bags sometimes, because they might just have food items in there for you, so then you don't have to go buy them. Yeah, so we're going back to Riza Maxia. There's a monster on the elite monster list that we can fight over there. There's a Lottie Trail is available. Gallia Trail, I want to say. The one that's after Himil is available on the way to Kajara Sea Falls, which Kajara Sea Falls is also available. Neokara is available. The Neokara Spirit Way and Hollowmont are available. And the Zagat Flood Meadow is available. So that's a lot of places that we can go. And I think I'm going to go to all of them. It might actually kind of counteract something that we can get happening later on with the character, but we'll talk about that when we get there. We're not there yet. That's not till chapter 7, I want to say. So for now, we'll be in great shape with everybody else. You know, if I'm honest, I'm kind of surprised that I have enough energy to actually come on and continue talking for between 2.5 and 3 hours today. I helped with, well, I kind of just did the logistics because I've done the logistics of it before, but I helped organize a study group for one of my classes today. And basically, I was the one giving the lecture. I'm pretty sure if I, you know, if this is a joke, but the university might owe me a little bit of money for basically teaching a class today. It's a joke, though. They don't actually owe me any money. I don't want to get in any legal trouble because I said that, but yeah, so basically I spent an hour effectively teaching a class today on a class that I'm taking at the moment, so I'm not exactly an expert in it, and I'm surprised I have enough energy to actually do anything else for the rest of the day. So, oh well. What else did we get here? Let's go take a look at what everybody else has now. I don't think I really actually care for Dragon Shot for you. You got Sunspark, so that's cool. I'll keep that. We don't really need Rising Sun if you have Sunspark. You can have Rising Falcon, that's fine. Excuse me, so you don't need Tipo Spray or Dark Brush. You have Negative Gate now, though, so that's pretty nice, and I'm just going to leave the spell on. That's fine. So, oh yeah, and I can demonstrate this. Okay, so Healing Circle still works the way that it's supposed to work. However, Pixie Circle only hits one person now, so that's a little bit annoying because you have to use 20 TP in order to mass heal your party, unlike in the previous game where you could just spam Pixie Circle, but that's probably why.
But I've still got a long way to go.
After all, you're a big sister now.
Well, that's cute. Basically saying that about Elle. But yeah, so what was I saying? Yeah, so I'm surprised I have enough energy at all to do that sort of stuff. It's kind of not what I was expecting. Okay, well, you've got way more elemental points than you'll need. Let's give Jude Yggdrasil just because that way he can kind of work his way up. He's got a whole bunch to get. I'll get Beast pretty soon. I guess that's nice. Renewed Confidence. Ah, okay, yeah. But you're way ahead on this stuff now, right? Yeah. So let's give you maybe Lightning Bolt so that Alvin can get Undertow? Or does Alvin want Glacier? I mean, he wants Light Element, to be fair. So maybe I give him... I don't want to give him Starfire, though. I guess I give him Shine while Rowan works on Sunbeam, because... See, there it is. Meteoric Waltz right there. That's what we want. Or I could give you Starfire so you can work your way up with Light and... whatchamacallit. So I'll give you Starfire so you can work on Meteoric Waltz while working on Fire. You can have Sunbeam, so that you can go up on that and get that a little closer. Because then you can work on Glacier and Shade, which Shade is a 2-dark one, yeah. So that should work out pretty nicely. What have you got working on? Really the only thing that you're low on is water, so I guess I'll give you a Droplet for now, just for the hell of it. Not going to get anything out of it, but, you know, it's there. You're going to be way ahead on those now. Yeah, you definitely need Breeze, at the very least, if not Lightning Bolt. Does anybody else need Lightning Bolt before I think about that? I think I said you would. Yeah, you should get Lightning Bolt, and then we'll give you Stalactite once you're a little bit further ahead on that. Oh, good. Deadly Gaze. That's basically an upgrade to Dark Gaze. And it also has Gun Element attached to it, so that's kind of nice. You need Breeze, so let's give you Breeze. I wish I had, like, a level 2 Wind Element one. That would be nice, but... Man, she didn't even have TP combo support before this. Good lord, what was I doing? Anyway, that should help us get a little bit further up, so that's the point. Don't care who you are, lectures put you to sleep. Cannot do people talking for 1.5 to 2 hours straight. Yeah, no, I understand it, honestly, because, like, it like I said, it was a study group in this case, but I kind of did effectively just lecture in terms of, like, kind of telling people, okay, so this is what... And it's not even like I can say this is going to be on the test, so make sure you study, because I don't know. Like, I'm taking the class with you, so I can't even really say. Now, it wasn't 1.5 to 2 hours. It was just like, it was about an hour by the time all was said and done. But I don't know. I kind of went into it pretty impromptu. I didn't really have a plan, and it still, I'd like to think, worked out a little bit. So, all right, so Heavy Claw. We'll work on him because he's on the Elati Trail, so we should be able to beat him before we, before we finish the stream today. Let's report these, though, because these are the ones that I grabbed. I actually grabbed a couple of these off-screen in order to get one of each monster that's there. So I'll try to do that for any new areas that we go to as well. But we're not quite at the point where we can do Jolene's Plea Part 2 yet, so we'll worry about that later. Is there anything... I guess I could give you this wild gold dust. I don't really even care about how much it's worth. It's gold dust, so it's probably not going to be worth a ton. So I'll just give that to you. Yeah, a lot of stuff on Torbellon High Road. I was kind of hoping for stuff on Elati Trail, but I guess that's what Heavy Claw is for, right? And he'll give us, if we beat him, which we will, because I beat him in practice at level 17, and now we're level 23, so we'll be fine. If we beat him, we'll get 7,200 points, which will put us in good range to do Jolene's Plea Part 2 very quickly, and this is, well, we'll work on that once we get to the shrine in Zagat Flood Meadow. The first thing I need to do, though, is replenish our item supply, because Jesus Christ, that area made things very difficult in terms of keeping your items proper. But yeah, see, like, that's already something that we all have, basically, so why... I don't know. I might end up selling some of this stuff eventually, because I feel like we're not going to use a lot of it, but I'll hold on to it in case we need it for something later. In the meantime, let's buy 7 of these and 8 of those. Can't really buy a whole lot after that if I do it that way, so maybe I'll do this. So I have a little bit of money left to buy some food, because that food's going to be important. Sometimes you don't want to pay the full amount on the payment with Nova, specifically because you have to go back to town and purchase some more supplies, so you want to kind of hold off before you buy all that stuff. And in this case, I did not hold off, which is why we will have a little bit of a problem at the counters here with getting some stuff. Although, I mean, not having a small minestrone isn't going to kill me. I'll just get a medium pudding cake and we'll call it a day. And now we're destitute again. Don't you love capitalism? Oh, Tales of Xillia 2's economy is a beast that you have to contend with at all times. That is for certain. But it's okay, we'll contend with it. Alright. Let's go see what prizes we got from our repayments, though, because if we're going to make ourselves destitute, we might as well get good payment plans back as a part of the process, so, or good rewards back as part of the process. What do we get? Mosquito? So the minimum damage skill tomes are also available through the reward system. I personally, I mean, these are good for like combo videos and stuff, which were becoming more popular on YouTube when this game came out. But I personally feel like these shouldn't be rewards from payments, or if they are going to be rewards from payments, make them like some of the last rewards from payments, you know, because no one's going to use these skills unless they're doing combo videos, and those people will already be paying the whole debt off anyway. So, a couple of kitty crisps. This one's good though, because this gives Jude access to the recall skill. Come in, which lets him revive with a 40% chance. So, sup?
What day is it?
You know, I do feel stronger than I used to.
How long did you nap?
I don't know.
Oh Jesus! Don't sit on my bed though. Sit over there, please, if you could. I know you're away from the microphone if you're sitting over there, but I would prefer it. Cole has joined the room.
I woke up and felt like I slept through the night. I looked at the clock and it was like 8 something. I was like, is it in the morning?
I don't know about that. I feel like you'd have to go to the bathroom a lot more if you slept for that long. Yeah, combo videos were a thing. Yes, watching Luger combo all his skills together. Yeah, no repeated arts Luger is nuts. Absolutely absurd. Alright, what direction am I going now? We need to go to Marksburg in order to get back to Riza Maxia. So let's go to the station, we'll head to Marksburg, and then we'll go from there.
Salt.
On the bed? No, I did not salt, so... That's part of it, though, is because Mom hasn't sprayed in your room yet, so that's why I didn't want you to sit there. I don't know, though, because I've seen the marks on your legs. I don't know if they're there today, but I've seen the marks on your legs. Oh. I don't see any today anyway, I should say.
No, it's just checking. Paranoid.
Yeah, I'm paranoid too. That's why I didn't want you to sit on my bed. Alright, let's grab a ticket to go to Marksburg, and then off we'll go.
I found one like a day or so ago, but I didn't see one. Because there's like 3 spiders in there now.
Oh, maybe they're eating them then, yeah. I actually don't know if they can get up high enough for the spiders to eat them. I guess I can tell the stream since I'm talking about it on the microphone anyway. We have a flea problem in this household. There was a subcontractor working downstairs, and I genuinely, no disrespect to the guy or anything, he does good work, but I genuinely think that he brought the fleas into the house, and if he didn't, then they were jumping up into the house from some of the other work that our dad and everybody else was doing. And they got all over the place, and I've been salting like a madman for the past week and a half to try to make sure that they
That's a nice
die,
breeze. I could stand here all day.
and it isn't always working. So we need to use stronger chemicals, and well, I'm concerned about that because of Hunter, because he can't sit in here with stronger chemicals in the background. We have to find something natural that we can spray that'll kill any fleas that could be here. But I'm like super paranoid about it now, even if there are none. I'm like, no, I can't really, don't know if I could trust that. So.
Well, the good news is that every day you take a shower, you kill them if there are any.
It's true. It's very true.
So far, this has to get you comfortable. We're averaging murdering 1 a day.
Oh yeah, I should have mentioned it. I don't think I mentioned it before. Marksburg, on Riza Maxia's side, is the music that plays there. In case anybody was wondering where it came from, is the theme that was playing on the XMB when you first turned this game on. So that's where that came from. So there you go. It's like a 20-minute combo. You literally have to have minimum damage on because nothing lives that long. I mean, yes, that is correct, actually. So, all right. I guess I could check and see if I can stick recall on Jude. He's probably got, yeah, I was gonna say, a pretty decent amount of SP now to use because we just went on a killing spree into Talion Abyss, so of course he would. So let's put a few things on. We'll take HP gain off. We don't have TP gain 2 just yet, unfortunately, but we'll get there. Yeah, so Jude gets a pretty good amount of SP because he gets recall so early. I think you get this with a bunch of people, honestly. And it kind of makes the reverse doll a little bit redundant because that's basically exactly what the reverse doll does, is it has a chance of... Actually, I think the reverse doll is guaranteed, whereas this is just a chance of automatically reviving once per battle. And if you eventually get HP and TP surge, this stacks with those, so you can eventually revive yourself at full HP and TP. However, the SP costs on HP and TP surge in this game after the first game are absurdly high, so good luck spending like 100 SP to get recall to stack with all the HP and TP surge skills. It might take a little while for you to get that. And thinking about it, I guess you could have like all the characters, because the thing about the guard skills, the elemental guards in this game, is that certain characters outside of Luger only get one. So like Elise will get Dark Guard, Jude I think gets Wind Guard, I think Alvin gets Fire Guard. So on and so forth like that. Because of that, you might not... Oh, you know, I didn't equip Power Charge 2 on Jude. Because of that, I guess you could equip one of them, and then like if the enemy uses it, you can just switch to that person who blocks that stuff, but... Excuse me, I don't know. Also, Wizard and Warrior are significantly more TP costing in this game, because Wizard costs 22 TP. I think it costs 4 in the first game. So, yeah, good luck with that one. I'm going to set it because having Elise having TPO on is usually more effective than having TPO off. So, And we'll put TP gain 1 and 2 on since she's got both. She has access to level restore now, so that's also good. Reflective guard is pretty nice, so I probably will do that too. What do we got? Oh, I can even put auto medicine and reflective guard on, so there we go. That's nice. That should be good for Elise. Let's see everybody else so I can equip them with some skills while we're sitting in town. Luger's got level 1 and level 2 for all of his stats now, except for stamina and spirits. That's pretty nice. And again, he's got access to all of this stuff, so that's pretty good for him as well. I'm not sure about blunt force. I'll figure that out in a minute, but let's do power charge 2 while we're at it. Speed freak, yep, we want speed freak. TP gain 2. Let's see. Don't really want that one. Oh, I didn't equip this. Oh no, because I just got it. But yeah, so this is another reason why you want long barrel, is because now, not only do you have increased range on your pistols, you'll also pierce through enemies with it. So if they're standing behind each other, you can hit both enemies. And you get 1 TP for each hit, and that includes any pierced hits. So like, let's say you hit an enemy that's behind another enemy. It's 2 shots, so you get 4 hits off, and that'll give you back 4 TP. Now, couple that with the ability to shoot more bullets out of the gun in an ability that we'll get later, and actually there's 2 of those total, and you can see how this sort of snowballs into a huge effect. So we'll work on that. Power charge 2. Take HP gain off. You can have charge plus, though, still. Prevent encounter links? Alvin, are you crazy? I guess Medicinal Meditation's only 2 SP now, and it's a link ability, so I don't mind using a little bit of SP for that. Just, use 2 SP for it. Power Charge 2. Did I put that on for you? Yes, I did. Okay, good. Just want to make sure before I get too far here. And, don't really need that. If I need to jump in midair, I'll just have her jump, or use an art or something to get a little further up in the air. What else have we got? I think I equipped Steel Plus and Lucky Item, and then we died at the beginning of Italian Abyss, so that might be why those aren't equipped at the moment. And then Rowan, so you get that and that. We still don't have Spirit for you.
Italian Abyss, you said Italian Abyss?
No, that we did not send them to the Marinara dungeon, unfortunately. Cole said, I thought you said Italian Abyss instead of Tatalian Abyss. So that, in case anybody did not hear that one. Oh, good. We have Overclocked and Conservation now, although they cost exactly the amount of SP Rowan has left, so I guess it's good that that's the case, because now we have... So this is 50% more damage, but 30% more TP, and this is 20% less TP, but do 30% less damage. So 50 minus 30 is 20% more damage. As you can see, it doesn't completely counterbalance itself in this game, so you still cost 10% more TP, because 30% minus 20%, so 10%. So, but you get a 20% boost as a result of having both of them on. It makes me wonder if I want it, though, to be honest, because we were doing good damage without both of these on. Mostly because of Conductor 1, to be fair. So, I think I'm going to turn them off for now. We'll see if I need them later, but I'm not really too concerned, especially since Rowan isn't going to be in the party as a main character for the whole game. Like, he is for now, but that's just because I can't get anybody to replace him at the moment. We'll work on that as we go. Alright, anyway, let's save here, and then we'll head out to the Elati Trail to kill a couple of things. I don't know if I killed anything on screen already over here. I think I might have. Like when we... Yeah, I did, because I had to check and see if we got encounter links, so that's why. Alright, but anyway... let's have some food. Maybe I'll have a... Oh, hang on. Let me do it this way. Like this. I'll have a pudding cake, and then I'll go get a pudding cake from in the inn. So what are you up to, Cole?
I brought my case in.
Yeah.
I was just gonna sit on your deck and in your bed and goldfish.
What's goldfishing?
Where you draw a hand off the deck.
Oh, okay.
For as long as you want to.
I was gonna say, you could do that in your bed, though, couldn't you?
I just woke up from a nap and I was like... Oh.
I don't want to sit in my bed anymore.
Yeah, basically.
Fair enough. Alright, well, anyway, we'll head out to Elati Trail, and we'll go key more things. I swear, at some point we will pick the plot back up. Just not yet.
In the game where you just side quest until your hands turn blue.
Yes, that's correct, Cole, because we are at the point in the game where, well, one of 2 points in the game, where lots of area opens up, so we might as well use it, you know.
Have you acquired my son yet?
No, I have not acquired your son yet, unfortunately. Ah, okay. Well, man, that guy caught me. Caught me again. Okay, well, don't really need that, but, you know, it's there. But yeah, these enemies die pretty quickly now that we've gone through Totality and Abyss. They'll be a little bit less in terms of the EXP. As you can see there, these guys give us about half the EXP of the Neo Dragons. So, you know, that's a thing, but we'll make do with what we have, as we have been. Totality and Abyss is really the main place that you wanted to go in order to get your levels, so... let me
Did Mom
see.
come in here and spray?
No, Mom hasn't been in here yet to spray, so...
I thought she did while I was like asleep, and I was like, wait, she came in here and did all that, and she didn't do my room too? What the hell?
Nope, not yet. Okay, so 3 of the 4 enemies we've already found to get the 1 stars. It looks like we've got Leia, Rowan, and Luker. Luker doesn't really need the extra 2 SP, but I'll take it since I'm killing everything else anyway. Might as well. And since we're doing encounter links anyway, we might as well do, whatchamacallit.
Never back down.
Forgot.
I know you got this.
I guess I can link with Leia now, can't I?
All right.
Since, you know, we kind of got a whole bunch of extra link experience with Rowan just from the process of being linked with him for practically the entirety of the Italian Abyss, so...
Age breeds greater experience.
There you go. So we might as well work on
I feel more
somebody else.
enlightened.
Got intelligence too, that's good. Oh, let me check our affinity now while we're thinking about this. Okay, so Rowan's up pretty good. Leia's actually almost to level 2 now, so that's in pretty good shape. And again, I think the reason why I'm linking with her right now is because she gets priority, because she's one of the 4 characters that I'm actually going to keep in the party for the, like, for the running around that we're doing, you know, so. I wonder what the 4th enemy is around here. I've mostly just seen goblins and prickle spiders and dwarves. I mean,
Seriously?
I guess that's fine, so.
Hey, that's cheating!
Let's keep the tempo.
Let's rock 'em.
Thanks again!
Let's see what you've got. How about this?
This looks nice.
So yeah, see how quickly we did Crushing Blow just there? It makes quite a bit
I
of a
hope
difference
that
when
was
you've
served
got
up
that
to your
equipment.
liking.
So, and by that I mean Speed Freak. So. Alright, actually I think we want to go in the opposite direction, so we'll just kind of finish out whatever is over here for now. This direction will take us towards Himil, if you may remember from the first game, but the opposite direction will actually take us towards the Heavy Claw, so that's what we're looking for primarily right now. And actually, I think if it's just prickle spiders, wolves, and goblins on this route, we'll probably get done with this area pretty quickly, because again, I'm only really going to kill the ones that are... You guys separated too much. Okay. Just do that for a minute. There you go. Yeah, if it's just these 3 enemies, then we'll just fight the ones that we need to fight in order to get to level 1. So, and we'll be good. Up on the right stick.
Super easy.
Easy.
Yes, that's what I'm
Trying
talking
to
about.
wake yourself up?
Oh, I'm very much awake. Just
Sweet! Could I be in better shape?
oh, that's better.
Good. cracked it a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. So yeah, I guess, I mean, this wolf is kind of by itself, so I'll just, okay, I don't know if I'm going to be able to, yep, okay. Wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get away from that one, but we did, so that's the important part. What did I kill already enough of? I saw it in the corner of my eye, but then Leia was talking and I didn't really think about it. Okay, so the wolves are done, so we're looking just for goblins and prickle spiders for right now. And then we should be good. That's a wolf, so we're not going to fight that one. Prickle spider, go here, though. Yeah, you two come here. Yeah, maybe that's why they seem like they're a little smaller than they were. It's because they look larger on the world map, and then you get into here, and it's like, hey, these guys are teeny tiny. Maybe I could link with Alvin and get some. No, I think most of his are also, whatchamacallit.
Not bad.
Shot once, so.
All right.
Please provide support.
You might actually get back some TP for guarding in this game as well. I didn't really think about that previously, but I think that's the case. Just judging by what I've seen there. Alright, prickle spiders are done. That's back where it came from, so now it's just goblins. Z-goblin. I'll use another pudding cake. Why not? It's going to take us a little while to get to the restore range, so. A lose stick? Actually, you can use those for a custom order later, so. I don't actually know if we'll ever have enough of them to make the custom order, but if we don't, I'm not too concerned about it anyway. Ooh, their cape. I can give that to, probably give that to Elise, I think, needs one and doesn't have one. I know I gave one to Ralph. Alright, both of you get into a fight with me, ideally. Okay, you were too far away. That's okay. Are you gonna stop guarding anytime soon? There we go.
Let's be sure to keep this up.
The Armor Crusher's got pretty good multipliers on it, so it's one of Luger's better arts in terms of doing damage all at once. So, I would use it if I were all of you. And you're playing along. Let's see here. And we'll give Elise that cape that we just got once we get back to town. Kind of ironic that we'll be giving her something because the next town we'll be getting to is Hamil, and traditionally those people don't give her anything, but I guess, you know, it's a good reason that it's not a tradition because now we can change it. Alright, okay, I see two goblins, prickle spiders. I'm just trying to see if there's an enemy on this screen that we haven't seen that's in this area, but it might be just because this is the intro area of the game that there's only 3 different types of monsters. Like, this was the intro area from Xillia 1, so they might not have as much monster variety in this one as they did in the... as the first one, or as some of the other areas that we've gone to where they've had 4. Okay, not done with goblins yet, so we'll just keep looking for goblins. Our prey is up on that hill over there that I was just looking at before going into the menu, so we'll go look for him in a second. All right, 5 goblins, and I think then we'll be good to go. Hell, this goblin right here and this goblin right here might get us there. There's our prey up there, by the way. We'll go look at that guy in a sec. Alright, so keep the bell going, Rowan. I'll keep you protected while you're over there. Let's see, can we get a link pillar? But no, not with this weapon. You'd have to do a generic art with the sledgehammer. I'm not going to be doing that right now, so.
Power is strength. Wait, that's the same thing.
Oh boy. Oh, we're out of pudding cake, so I guess now would be a good time to go and fight the Heavy Claw, wouldn't it?
Don't hate me because I'm talented.
How could we, Alvin? How could we?
The best character in the game.
I mean, he is. Like I've said, Cole was just saying, I mean, he's the best character in the game. And honestly, yeah, he's, like I've said before, universally the most consistently powerful character out of the whole cast in the duology. He only surpasses Ludger in my eyes because Alvin has 2 games to be atrociously powerful, whereas Ludger only has 1. Now, Ludger is more atrociously powerful than Alvin is in any individual game, but Alvin has, like I said, 2 games to show his absolute dominance. So, oh good, 3,200 gold. That'll put us in good shape towards the next payment. I am going to ignore you, Sir Prickle Spider, because I have no food on, so the next food I want to eat is the food for ye old heavy claw here. And what do I want to eat here? Mabo curry is a mistake because I don't think this guy gives any gold. So let's use a tomato omelet, I think. Get some extra elemental ore. Maybe help Leia get caught up to her wind because she's still hovering in the 500s while everybody else is around 1,000. And before we do anything, swap you down. And I think I'll use a couple of apple gels. Why not? Maybe I'll just use one because you're the only one who really needs it. I think that's it. I think all we need to do now, well, maybe I'll use an orange gel as well on Leia since she's used a little of her TP in the process. All right, quick save. And then the Legend of Rowan continues. As we fight more monsters that are too large and in charge for most other people, so we'll have to fight them with Rowan. How much grinding do you need to do in order to actually get the debt paid off? Feel like you don't pay it off just going through the game. Yeah, going through just the base game, it's very difficult to pay it off without doing side content. However, level grinding is not necessary to pay it off because there are other ways to make money than just fighting monsters. And some of those methods don't require you to fight anything at all.
Ludger finally gets back to pay off his debt. He destroyed the economy, but he pays off the entire thing.
Yeah, it's like, I destroyed the entire economy of Olympias, but I paid off my medical debt. We'll talk about the other methods that you can use, because it's not just like, okay, use Kitty Dispatch and wait 100 million days for you to grab everything out of it. That's not even remotely consistent. There is a more consistent way to make decent chunks of money other than what we're doing here. And there are also, I think they talked about it, but there are other monsters that you can find that will give you more money. Like, the Golbakura gave us good money, but that's not really what we're looking for. There's a monster we can find later on in the game from some of the later areas that we unlock, like the Xillia and Xillia Tundra, the lava tubes and the Kukar ice caverns. There's a monster that you can find that basically just gives you a mountain of gold for beating it. I believe it's randomly encountered, but I'm not 100% sure about that. So it could be just like a Bakura where there's just a low chance of it spawning. All right, big guy. Let's see what you can do against Rowan.
You want to play rough, huh?
Straight for the fireball immediately. What's he weak to anyway? Oh, Earth and Dark. Well, I have Earth for you, so that's cool. Yeah, so this guy's very similar to the Gradic Claw from the previous game, so if you remember that, that's how that works. I would like to get as many, basically, it's the same as the other situation with the other elite enemies, where if you get 5 elements off on him in one combo, like, so basically if, we hit with him with a slash and something else, a blunt, and other things. Oh, good, I got a petrify, perfect. But the more elements that I hit him with, the better off we'll be, basically. That's the point. Eventually, we'll knock him over. Crazy Roll is his main attack of force here. He rolls all over the battlefield with it. If you dodge it, you actually can knock him over for a small amount of time. Like, that's just not a normal knock over there. That's just like we hit a power combo. I shouldn't be here. I'm getting the hell out. I'm leaving. Okay, he's getting up. He's going to attack, so we'll wait. I'm going to move like that. He hits somebody, so if he hits anyone, including your AI partners, he will just... the Crazy Roll will still go through and he won't knock himself over. But he will knock himself over if you... another Petrify. Oh, this is just embarrassing for him. Okay, I'll wait because he's crazy rolling. Not again. I think as he gets lower on HP, he'll use crazy roll more often. I could be wrong about that, but you know, it's there. But yeah, Rowan is the key to this fight. You can murder him very quickly with Rowan because you can kind of just stand back and let your friends do the talking and just attack him while you're at it. And there he goes. That was it. I just wanted to talk to him. We did, and off he goes. Oh, good, Naladian beat him. That actually wasn't nearly as much Elentor as I thought, but that's because I was used to Tatalian Abyss, where we got 20 from pretty much every enemy. So, fortissimo! So that's Heavy Claw. He's very simple at this point. Again, I actually beat him in a test at level 17. The fight was a little bit more interesting there because he was crazy rolling all over the place, but, you know. Yes, more bully. we did, in fact, bully this one to death. He was very, very tame by comparison to how some of those fights can go. So far, we've actually had that happen with all the elite monsters, I think. They've been more tame than what I expected them to be. So, I guess that's fun. Oh, well, that's a spoiler. Isn't it, Cole?
Uh-huh.
Oh. Yeah. It's okay. Anyway, I mean, you could probably infer that that was... You could probably infer that that was going to happen anyway if you saw what I saw there. If you did not see what I saw there, don't worry about it. It's fine. Cole says he misses his son every day. His son will be back one of these days. There is one particular character in this game that Cole enjoys playing over all others. He's actually very good with him, as a matter of fact.
Aww.
And he's waiting. He is anticipating the moment when we finally get the character in the party.
Damn, don't hype me up too much.
So-
I'm rusty as fuck.
Well, that's okay. You'll have several chapters to get unrusty. But he's waiting for the day when that happens so that he can find a second PS3 controller and just annihilate things. And also he's been watching combo videos because I've shown him a couple of them, so. That helps a little bit with getting him ready, priming him. Cold floor. I actually don't know if my floor is cold because it's got carpet on it, so it's not really conducive for it to be cold that way. I'm just going to run around all these enemies. Like I said, we're at level 23. We're in very good shape in terms of level. Tatalian Abyss has taken care of us well. Aye, my brother, she eats well. I always like the way that she says that line when they're talking about having Penelo kidnapped. It's like, Jesus, fuck you guys. You're not trying to, like, fatten her up for a turkey dinner or something, are you? Good lord. Just the way she says it makes it sound like they're gonna carve her into pieces and eat her. A bunch of cannibals. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, enough about that. Let's run across this open field that I don't have to murder any more monsters in. I don't think. Yeah, no. That's just an opening. Wow.
I've been perpetually itchy.
That's, well, yeah, like I said, it's like
It's a fucking, what the hell is it, psychosomatic?
psychosomatic. Yeah, that's the word.
How the fuck did I know that off the top of my head?
It's psychosomatic because if you think about the fact of, okay, well, you know, there were at one point fleas in this house. Just because we don't see them now, they may be somewhere. They may be on us. And then it's like, okay, now I'm super itchy. So, it sucks.
Violence.
We will take care of it, but it sucks.
My hatred is without it.
I don't even think I really need all the items that we have here, but I'll collect all of them anyway, just because they're shiny, so I will collect them. Like, ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a treasure chest. Well, that's nice. This is why we collect things sometimes. Not necessarily from the treasure glints, but from the bags and from the chests and all that stuff, because you get some good stuff. You get some veggie sticks.
Fuck the bag, dude.
Cole could go for some veggie sticks right now.
I don't know what the hell I'm eating for dinner today. I have so much in the fridge that fuck what even.
Well, do you have to cook anything in order to eat, or?
Yeah, I don't really need to. I mean, yeah, I've got like
Yeah.
I need to cook, but like, I should just have a full sub.
Oh yeah, that's true. You still got the sub from yesterday. So you have too many options.
Analysis.
Almost feels weird to leave all these guys alone. I remember fighting like basically every enemy that we could in the first game when we were going through these areas, and just kind of letting them live is like counterintuitive to the way that most people play video games. But well, I'm not really planning on doing the 2-star stuff for anybody. I was saying I was going to do it with the Bakuras, but I have since rescinded that that idea on virtue of the fact that Bakuras are like a 1% spawn, and I don't feel like spending my whole day. I can't spend my whole day. I've got homework and shit to do. So I can't spend my whole day just hunting around for Bakuras. And
Just fucking do your homework faster.
well, and it's not even a matter of that either. It's just a matter of, yeah, I know. It's a matter also of I gotta keep in mind that my wrist is osteoarthritic now, so I can't just, you know, run around in circles looking for Bakura for 8 hours like I used to be able to do when I would play video games when I was 18 years old. I'm a crotchety old man by now, you see, so I can't do all of that anymore.
Fucking fossilized.
Could skip them like it's a speed run. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Honestly, could do it that way. Can you do me a favor, Cole, since you're over there? Can you flip Hunter's Light without... and make sure you pick your feet up so you don't touch any of my wires. Please? Okay, so going into town here should allow us to access the whole party now. Yes, we can. Okay, so let's give Elise that leather cape that we got, because I think she's just, yeah, got a regular one. And, okay, now Jude is the only one who does not have the fancy leather boots. So we'll see if we can get him some fancy leather boots while we're at it. Still don't think that we have access to any new weapons and armor just yet until we get to Neokara, but that's not too far away to be fair, so it's fine. How are we doing on everything else, like arts and skills and all that stuff? Okay, Jude got Whirlwind Snap, that's nice, I guess, for him. And skills-wise, I don't think we got too much. Intelligence 2 for Alvin, Strength 2 for Rowan, TP combo support is pretty good, actually, so we'll keep that in mind. I could equip Life Up and Mind Up, but I don't really care all that much about them, to be honest. Like, they're okay to have, but it's not really something I'm critically inclined to have, you know. Stretching, Cole?
A wee bit.
Luger still has 43 SP to burn. Because he just gets so much of it. He has so many skills. They really did just hand you Luger in this game, and they're like, hey, use him for whatever you need. Oh, he still had HP gain
They
on.
just handed you Luger, and you were like, so the
No, actually-
learn the game. It's Luger, right? Because he's the main protagonist, right? Right?
Well, yeah, Luger is fairly complicated. That was what Cole was saying basically over there. He's like, yeah, he's really easy to learn, right? Right? No. He's complicated to learn, for sure. Because he's got 3 weapons, so of course you've got 3 times the arts to consider. But, yeah, I don't know. I like it because it kind of gives you something to do over the course of the whole game, you know. So, oh, you good, you got TP gain too. I don't really need quick recover. Snap Pivot 1 is pretty good though, so I might use that. Especially since you don't really have anything else to use this on, and I don't really care that much about recall. So, I mean, it's there. I guess I could use it, but I'm not really that keen on it. Alright, let's put Luger back in the front, and I need some orange gels, some life bottles. I should use this sage probably. Well, I don't know. Maybe I should just give it to a vendor. I don't remember how much it sold for. I think it's like 400, but if it was like 1,000, I'd probably sell it. Anyway, Himmel, the Orchard Frontier. Let's see what they've got. I could go for some food.
Village.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Cole said, yeah, it's the PTSD village. Okay, it sells for 400. That's fine. I don't think I'm going to need this or this, so we're going to get rid of those. Like I said, I'm not really a big fan of the ones that give you stat boosts for now until, like, later on when we can get access to the ones that give you, like, Here's all the defenses, like the physical defense, art defense, physical attack, art attack by X%. I think it was fruit yakisoba in the last game, and I used it for boss fights sometimes. So that one I'm a fan of.
Fruit yakisoba.
Yeah. That one I'm a fan of, but the other ones not so much. So. Oh no.
I think it's fine.
Cole has dropped some card sleeves.
This is why we
Oh good,
do
we've
this.
got access to new custom orders while we're here. So French toast, chocolate parfait. We don't even have access to these actual cooking items just yet, but I guess it's nice to have the ability to look at them. Here's Prometheus Darkness. Energy Wand is a new one, and apparently we can make it. What do we need for this? Silver ore, I have one. Copper ore, weird fragments, and dark bottles. Okay, fair enough. So yeah, a few more custom orders. Again, I'm not really a huge fan of a lot of the custom orders. They just don't really trip my trigger, honestly. Like, they're fine. I'm glad that they're there, but I don't really use them very often. There's a couple that are, you know, an exception, but they're usually, like I said, the exception rather than the rule. So, all right, get you up to 12, 12, and 12. And you up to 12 as well, since we're, you know, we got you there. Might as well. I do eventually want to buy some syrup bottles, because with Leia being our primary healer in the party, we won't have access to Dispel, unfortunately, which would give us the syrup bottle effect for 30 seconds. When we have Elise in the party, of course I'm going to have her use Dispel, but when Leia is the primary healer in the party, we'll either be burning through a lot of Panacea bottles, or we'll be using syrup bottles. I do have a plan for using syrup bottles later on in the game, though, that takes advantage of one of Leia's abilities, but it requires me to pay off a lot of the medical debts, so... But don't worry about that for now. We'll get there. For now, just know that I'm going to attempt to use those to good effect later on. We have 2 battles left on... I don't even remember what food item we have. I didn't turn in Heavy Claw yet, so let's turn that in.
You know, it's gonna be amusing when you call me up and you're like, "Hey Cole, I unlocked your son," and I just tell Spawn next to you.
Yeah, Cole just hear that we unlock one of the other characters for the party, and he'll just bzz, directly into the
Spawn
room.
in.
So beating Heavy Claw gets us 24,000 gold, 7,200 points, and that'll get us up to Wooden Metal, which will mean we can now do Jolene's Plea all the way back in Torbellon High Road. We'll go back there eventually. But yeah, we aren't really getting anything from anywhere else here, so since that's the case, we'll just stick with what we've got for now. Because,
Sorry. Got
well,
orders to make you pay up.
we knew this was going to happen, so... Paying up.
No wasting money, Luger. Cash goes into the bank. Fish go into the tank.
Yes, yes, Nova. We know, you're high. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm glad Elise doesn't seem to be having PTSD from being here, because that would suck.
Who knows? Maybe they actually have therapy in this world.
Maybe. That would be nice. I wonder if I can, like, go to the, place where Elise... Yeah, okay, I guess we can. We can go over to the shed where Elise was being kept, and we can, sleep for free. I think. Unless they're gonna charge me to sleep in that bed, like, all of a sudden it's just a, I don't know. All of a sudden somebody's just like, hey, no, you can't sleep here unless I tell you you can.
You just open the door, there's just somebody living there.
Yeah. Someone's just randomly like, I decided to live in this house, so now you have to pay me in order to do it. We do now have access to new weapons, so that's good. I'm trying to think if I want to grab them, because I might want to wait until we get to Neokara before getting anything, because they might have even better new weapons available when we get there. So...
Didn't you... I think the rule we used to use is until we get, like, elemental bullshit, every other town we'd buy weapons.
Yeah, I think that was correct, Cole. Is basically every other town we'd buy weapons because, you know, we didn't have access to the elemental weapons at the time. So I think since that's the case, we'll hold off just for a bit.
That tells Xillia to challenge run out and pay off my entire debt eating nothing but the fucking cat.
Nothing but the cats and starting weapons. Pay off your whole debt. Good luck. Oh, okay. I was expecting to get an apple out of that tree, but I guess an indigo orb is nice too.
We'll take those.
Alright, let's go see if I can get one of the... What are they called over here? They're not... I don't think they're porringes. I feel like that's a different game. But anyway, let's go see if we can sleep in here for free, because that would be a nice reprieve, because then I don't have to pay somebody. I mean, to be fair, Olympius has like 300 gold a night because it's Olympius, but you know. Okay, someone did in fact purchase this house. Wonder if that's them talking about Elise. But yeah, we can sleep here for free, so that's good. If they have better stuff, you don't screw yourself. If they don't, you just lose out on a little power. Yeah, waiting is probably the best option because, again, Neokara in this case is the farthest that we can go in terms of towns. So, yeah, I think waiting should help us a little bit. It is a porridge, okay. I think waiting's the best option because then we can outfit ourselves with the best gear that's available currently. So we'll do that. I think the cat of Himmel is over in the trees, like the harvesting area over here. So I'm going to go double check over here before we leave. This is kind of just a stop. Like, we don't really have any main reason for being here. Other than just as a stopping point before we move along. So, to Kajara Sea Falls. And yeah, here's the cat. Schrodinger! You are simultaneously in and not in the tree. How does that even work? Quantum tunneling. Man, those are big oranges up there. Alright, I think that's about it. I don't think there's any more treasures up here. If there are, I don't really care that. Well, maybe I care a little. Let's go see if there's any on the ground. I don't really care to climb the ladders, but I'll care if they're on the ground. Jude's here. Yeah, fair enough.
Jude stands like he's perpetually just stands up ready to fucking murder someone. Like he's got like this karate stance length between his feet.
He's so ready for a fight, like he's so naturally used to the idea that he may have to be fighting at all times that he's just like, okay, well, I'm halfway into my battle stance at every moment of my life.
So that's where all of Jude's money went at the end of Xillia 1. He spent it all on getting everyone else there, okay, just, and not himself. God fucking damn it.
Cole said, so Jude must have not gotten therapy himself, he got it for everyone else, basically. I think they're mostly saying the same things that they've already said, so we'll just move right along, shall we? But we're making good time. We got through Tatalian Abyss in a pretty decent chunk of time. The Gallia Trail shouldn't take too long, I don't think, because actually I think there's only a couple of areas here and a few new enemies to deal with. Then we've got Kajara Sea Falls, which we'll have a few enemies to deal with as well, but we'll deal with them in stride. Neokara will get us some items. I don't know if the Zagat Flood Meadow is going to end up being like it was back in the previous game, where we just get murdered if we go walking in there at any point in time. But it will be funny if it happens again. And then the Neokara Spirit Way in Halamont will cap off our side questy adventures, and then we'll move right along with the next part, having paid a pretty decent chunk of our debt as well. Alright, I'm just going to encounter link these guys. I don't think we're in a bad shape to do that. I think we'll be pretty okay. You two kind of wandered away from each other. So there we go. Alright, new enemies to encounter. Fleetmare and Axebeak. Wait, this is a different Axebeak. Okay, Earth and Strike, Earth and Gun. So Rowan's pretty good here, actually, all things considered. So, or Earth and Slash. I said Earth and Strike, I think. Okay.
This looks nice.
I'm just gonna burn this. Don't have to, but I'll burn it anyway.
Not as good as my mom, but take that!
I love how I call you ancient. I thought
Oh, jeez. Well, I think you might just have some slight vitamin or mineral deficiencies that are making your bones hurt more when you're walking around. Oh, hey, syrup bottles. So, get you some magnesium. Get you some calcium. Although, if you drink milk, then you probably get enough calcium. Milk is, in this country... I've actually, on top of my regular studies, I've also been studying a introductory nutrition book that I got from the Nutrition and Dietetics Lab for free. I'm renting it, though, so, like, I'm not... Oh my god, he actually did have 2 other controllers. I didn't expect that to actually be true, but it's cool. When you're guarding, I might as well use armor pressure. Yeah. It's a good question. We'll charge them up after this episode, and then we'll see.
Hey, you did it! I guess you're not too bad.
I can fly!
Guess
Beginner.
who just got stronger?
You'll notice, by the way, that Alvin has gotten arc fire, and Luger also got arc fire. Both of those arc fires, I mean, they're slightly different because I think Alvin's is fire elemental, Luger's is water. But both of those arc fires are Olympian-specific arts because, like, if you look back at the first game, Gilland used arc fire in his battle. He also used Zero Divide, to be fair, so it's, you know, there's a few arts that Luger had that probably may sound a little familiar, and that's why. It's because Gilland used them.
They look a wind stick.
Well, good. I could use a wind stick. You can actually use those for custom order as well. It's the same custom order as the other one.
You know,
But,
it's distinctly amusing that Xillia's idea of Moldwood is just having a fucking ton of bags just laying around the overworld.
Yeah. I think they're linkable. Yep. There we go. Alright, tortoises are the next enemy we need to deal with. This one is weak to strike, so back to the hammer I go.
Never back down!
There we go. Knock, knock! Where do I have my stuff set for this one? Hold on. Let me check my arts real quick. I sort of lowered the amount of arts that are on Luger's list because these are mainly the ones that I'm going to keep and use later on in combos. I didn't really have the other ones. I don't think I'm going to use Disintegration and Falling Thunder eventually because eventually with Luger the problem is that you have to worry about how many knockdowns you use per combo because he has so many weapons. So we'll worry about that later.
Wide open. There's no point in running from us.
For we will break you.
Or break your heart if you're a lady.
Oh boy. Even did the clicking sound effect. That tortoise did not deserve that. No, he definitely did not. That tortoise was having the time of his life and we just viciously murdered him.
Stole the man's lunch money.
Stole his lunch money, Cole said. Yeah, that's about right. Oh, wow, we were already practically done with Axe Peaks here. That's cool. These ones need a little more doing, but we'll get there. So there's 4 enemies on Xillia Trail to deal with. I'll just do one of these Axe Peaks in the battle because we're almost done with them already. So just have... Okay. They tried to hit me with the fake out. I was getting mixed just there.
Double twice the power! Thanks again!
Wide open.
You did it! Thanks again! There's the reason why.
Oh wow, it actually hit. I didn't expect Zero Divide to hit from there. I used it and then I said, oh, this isn't gonna hit. And then it hit. Is it charging, Cole? Cool.
Death to your debts! The least I can do is get you charged up, right?
I guess Nova, if that's what you want to call it. More
No
payments.
wasting money, Luger.
Stop it. You've said that 3 times now. It wasn't funny the first time, Nova. It won't be funny this time either. She's trying so hard, but it's so annoying. Just don't tell her I said that because she gets a little sensitive about that stuff.
Luger commits tax evasion. .mp4.
Cole said Luger commits tax evasion. .mp4. The video evidence used in court to not exonerate Luger. I was going to say exonerate, but that is the opposite of what it would do to him in court.
Luger just nods to his lawyer and dramatically stands up and says, "You're on."
Doesn't look like they're
Your gun.
here to shake hands.
They can shake hands with these guns, Alvin. Oh, this isn't my sword. There's my sword. I'm saying, go on, I know you want to. Oh, good. They both walked directly into my sword. Fantastic. And we got a level up. Stop smashing the fauna into paste. You don't want to be an environmental terrorist too, do you? Yeah, I suppose eventually I might end up being on the same list that Exodus is on at the moment, wouldn't I? And that's not exactly the best. That would definitely make it a lot harder to pay off my medical debt if I was also incarcerated. Oh boy. Okay, I'm just gonna let that go. We don't need more shit. We have too much shit already. This is gonna be a triple link encounter, and I don't think there's much I can do about it. Hold on. Damn it. I went for the wrong one. I wasn't sure if it was gonna work if I went for the other one, so.
Always be on alert.
Oh good, I demonstrated power charge 2 there. If you power charge 2 by hitting them, or rather guarding for 2 seconds, you will end up with the next hit will be a combo hit no matter what you use. So. Oh, that's not good. It's because it's a guaranteed crit. Cole said he likes how I use Falling Thunder as a finisher consistently, and it's because it's a crit. It's guaranteed to crit. So if they're down. It does do pretty good wake up, doesn't it? By the time I get to this guy, I was gonna say he'll already be dead, but that's not true. Get used to swapping weapons with Luger, though, if you're going to be playing along and you're playing as Luger, because a lot of swapping happens if you're going to be playing Luger at a high level. You can play him at a mid-level and be kind of fine by just, well, I would say a low to mid-level by just using a single weapon and getting a bunch of stuff off, but at that point you might as well play as one of the other characters. With Luger, you want to be switching weapons. You want to be dealing as much switching as you can, in order to get a whole bunch of extra art access.
This is the result of my hard work. Heck yeah!
I think after we get done on the Xillia Trail, I'm going to double check and see how everybody's doing on their stuff, on their allium orbs. Okay, you can't be linked to anybody, so I'll just fight you.
Part of me is glad that you swap weapons. Zero divine! Time stop, so you are not perpetually putting in
Yeah.
and the time stop in the least, and it's not walking around.
Power is strength! Wait, that's the same thing.
That's the shoulders. Because then it makes learning to quick swap significantly less daunting, because it's literally just, you know, like a fighting game combo.
So Cole was saying it's nice that there's that time dilation effect when Luger switches weapons, because it gives you a chance to kind of say in your brain, okay, so what do I want to do now that I'm switching? It gives you that split second to think about the next button you're going to press, which it is. I think it's a good idea. If you had swapped and it was in real time, you could get hit during a swap, which would make things a lot harder. So it's good that they didn't do that.
The interesting thing about Xillia 2's combat is that a lot of fighting game terminology and fighting game knowledge can help you out with doing it. You don't really need to use mixes unless you're just getting bored of using a singular combo line. You're trying to keep the variability meter up, but at the end of the day, your combo lines are very specific to very specific arts. So if you map a combo line to like one input, and then the second is the like a variable input of the same thing, and then the third is the variable input of the same thing. If you understand combo lines and have your buttons laid out in such a way where you're like that, you won't be needing to do crazy quarter circles and stuff, but you'll still be able to loop things together.
Yeah, so it's like a fighting game in terms of the way that you construct combos, but not in terms of how much bullshit hoops you have to jump through in order to execute, basically, is what Cole was saying, essentially. Yeah, turn towards the microphone so you can say it towards the microphone, even though the cardioid probably still won't pick up what you're saying. Jump cancel. Cancel attacks by jumping. I guess that could be situationally useful. I don't really personally think that it's that useful for me, but that's because I only get in the air when I want to be in the air in these games. So like, and with Leia, you want to be in the air a lot, but I usually only don't get in the air that particularly quickly. So
I think the jump canceling is explicitly for like if you're trying to go into quicker aerials, because then you don't need to finish the animation for your physical attacks. You just
yeah.
So if you go for like a knockup, there's probably some frame data issues that you'll know. If you have jump cancel on, you can hit them, but the hit and the animation doesn't finish, so you can go. It's like a pop-up.
Yeah. Bruh.
I know way too much about fighting games.
Well, no, that's good. I mean, it gives you the ability. Oh, okay. Because I didn't disintegrate him. Now I just. Alvin. No, I can't do Fury in the area. You gotta use it 100 times before you can do that.
This looks nice.
Again, though, you don't even have to just use arts in order to do all the cool shit in this game, because what I just demonstrated there was, so you knock the enemy down, right? You could Falling Thunder him, but if you just want to knock him up in the air, you can hold down your function shift button, so in my case L1, and then just press the attacking button, and you can do a wake up by doing just that. It's a lot easier to do wake ups in this game.
Guess who just got stronger?
Because you don't have to press up to do it anymore, you just press L1 to do it. Now, I do miss out on Mirage Assault, because Mirage Assault was really nice in the first game, but you can kind of do Mirage Assault by default in this one just by pressing function shift, the attacking button, and up or down. So it's not missed that much, I don't think. What was I going to do? Oh yeah, I was going to eat food. That's what I was going to do. I think it's time for a small pudding cake. I know we're almost at a level, but we're not at a level with Luger, so you got to think about everybody else and Luger at the same time. Yeah, I was going to say, you still yawning even though you took a nap? Oh, hang on, before I go further, let's see what Marie said as well. Reminds you of the Tevi demo. You have a skill called Tactical Pause, and it's just being able to open the menus during combat. By the way, play the Tevi demo. Yeah, I don't think I've played the Tevi demo just yet. I'll have to take a look at it.
Excellent.
I will have to take a look at it. Find out. Really? I'm standing directly in front of you, and you think you can walk away from me? Are you out of your mind? Okay.
Try shooting it.
Yeah.
But it's mostly they are already
Wow.
How long is the game been out?
All right.
Yeah, something like that.
Feeling great.
Guess who
Well, they
just
want
got
the new
stronger?
weapons in the game. They want to be able to
more
mod it
enlightened.
quickly. Level 2
There's a
healing
project
attitude.
going on to add in far more parts, and I've been following it very closely. It is nonsensical.
There we go. I haven't played the Temi demo, Alvin. Your loss lined up so well. There you go. Alvin knows. He's like, nope, Tevi demo. Go for it. Okay, so let's do... How about this? Let's do the rest of this screen, and then we'll save it at the entrance to Kajara Sea Falls, and we'll come back next time, and we'll take care of everything else side questy we need to do. I think if I remember correctly, Chapter 6 is not particularly long, so depending on how long it takes us to go through the other areas and how badly I get my ass kicked in Zagat Flood Meadow, we might even be able to do Chapter 6 on the next stream, which is on Saturday, but we'll just do the rest of this screen for now. Okay, that's done already. We need 5 more insect plants, 4 more fleet mares, and 9 more tortoises. I'll probably end up doing the tortoises off screen because I'm not seeing a lot of them, so. Alright, you're trapped between 2 axe beaks, so I guess I'm just going to fight you head on.
Try shooting it. Thanks again.
I am still monotonously stabbing the wildlife, yes.
Part of me
Should have gone a little easier.
is that they kept Xillia
You've gotten stronger.
Yeah.
Because it just saddens me that I look at this game, I'm like, Jesus, this game's combat system is so fucking tight. And then I look at something like Berseria and I'm just like sad.
Yeah, I prefer... It's kind of tough for me to play any Tales games after this game because it just feels... First of all, they feel... Oh, gummy fishies. That's nice. That's a second level version of Kitty Crisps. It feels derivative of other Tales games I've played, but also the combat system usually just feels like it's directly not as good as this game's combat system. So I guess I'm fighting another axe beak.
I guess it's just a little strange. Because I don't.
Yeah.
You're using more art.
Soaring
Who's next?
Well done.
Time for our friendship pose. Peace.
Love. Be consistent. Yes, that's what I'm talking
You didn't
about.
get to see the friendship pose. That was the thumbnail of the last episode, where after they do the peace pose there, they all run towards the camera and push each other over in order to take a family photo.
It's just, it's weird to me of how advanced but simple Xillia's combat system is, where it's like, you can be good at the game just having another basic understanding of how arts combo together and like doing wake-ups and things like that.
Yep.
But you and I both have seen people who are really good at this game, and it is despicable how much you can break this game over your hip.
Oh yeah.
Just
Oh yeah. This game, if you're good at this game, you are really good at this game. So
Let's keep the tempo. Let's rock it.
yeah, he can just kind of fly now.
All right. You
I mean, he
should get
probably
things
could
done.
use Soaring Symphony to just get back up from falling off of a cliff, so, to be fair. Alright, I think that's it for this screen. Let's look for any last-minute treasures. We didn't see any cats around here. Maybe I missed something for cats-wise. Yeah, I can always go look later.
You know, that reminds me.
Would have been funny if there was just a cat right here. Wow.
I just realized something.
Wow.
Have you played Symphonia for the stream?
I've not played Symphonia for the stream. I'm kind of iffy on playing Symphonia for the stream because in some ways Symphonia feels a teeny bit derivative of Xillia and Xillia 2 for me. Like, I don't like the combat system in Symphonia as much as the combat system in Xillia 2, obviously, because I enjoy the combat system in Xillia 2 quite a lot. But on top of that, they also haven't released a version of Symphonia that's in 60 FPS since the GameCube version, so I've always been kind of like, I would rather it be in 60 FPS. I don't have to have it be in it, but I would prefer it, so. Drop Berseria like 6 bosses in, and you should go back to it at some point. That was back in 2017. Would say suffer and play Dawn of the New World, but you actually think that's a terrible idea. I mean, to be fair, if I played Dawn of the New World, I'd probably be off of it in 3 streams anyway, because we give it the 3-episode try and that's it. But, you know, it might be a fun gag if I ever was a heavy drinker for some godforsaken reason.
I think one of the things about the Tales series that's interesting, and at some point I actually moved up onto the couch to talk about this.
Yes, so that he can be heard properly.
I think one of the things about the Tales series that's so interesting to me is that Symphonia is really good. Xillia and Xillia 2 are really good. It feels like this game, every once in a while with the Tales series, they'll make a lot of them. Like, they make a new one every once in a while, and they'll be like decent, you know, they'll have decent stories, they'll have good animations. UFO Table will do the openings. And they put a lot of budget, and they put some budget into making these games look good, but it seems like every once in a while they just hit one out of the park, and they haven't hit one out of the park since Xillia 2!
I mean, some people would argue, no, I mean, they did pretty good in this one or that one, but it just hasn't felt the same since this game to me, and that's why I wanted to play these two for the stream, because they're probably my favorites in the series overall. Xillia 1, not so much. I definitely hold Symphonia over Xillia 1, but I had to play Xillia 1 to play this one, which is my favorite in the series, so there you go.
Tales of Xillia is so goddamn good that I would unironically play a third game.
You played Sonic 06 seriously, but as a joke. Yeah, that one's still an enigma that we have not solved whether or not it's a joke yet. But is this playthrough a joke? Well, no, because Luger's in crippling medical debt, and that's no joke.
Aren't we all?
But we can at the very least cope with his crippling medical debt by moving into the rest of this explorable area so we can get more money to pay it off on the next episode of Tales of Xillia 2, the stream edition, which will be happening on Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. To be honest, you kind of miss Tales of Fantasia. You know, I've never gotten to play Fantasia. I probably should play it on the Super Nintendo at some point, but I don't remember if it came out in English on the Super Nintendo. I'd have to look that one up. No, I'll figure it out later. Thank you for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming out to Twitch and YouTube to check out the stream. And I will see all of you on the next one, which, as I said, will be on Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. We'll finish up the side questing, and we'll move right along. Until then, everybody, take care, and have a good one.
But
How am I going to get up to end the stream, though? We're all on the couch. There we go.